Hey gang, come on in. All right, we're back to what I'm used to. And my husband changed the router, and it's green, so we might be good, you guys. Who knows? Let's see what happens, right? You never know unless you try. So I ate something real quick, and I feel much better. And I washed my face and didn't put on makeup. So you're getting dirty glasses. Well, they're not dirty. They just have like a. Do you ever wipe your glasses and you get like that smear line, and it doesn't matter how much you do it? And then my brother will be like, "I found the best stuff," and he'll like put it on my glasses and clean them off, and they'll be perfect. And then I get home and they get dirty, and I'm like, "Why doesn't it work for me?" Oh, that's not bad. All right, we're good. We're good. How's everybody doing? You all look fabulous. Come on in. Welcome. Come on. So, earlier, I did like a somewhat live, and it was really more for practice. I went live early so that I could practice on the other StreamYard's platform, but it just didn't work out great. So, I decided to just hang up, go eat something, gather myself, and then come back. And that's what I did. And so here we are. So what I did was, in the meantime, I pulled up the things that I have here, and I wanted to show you some things. So the first thing we're going to start with today, and hi everybody, come on in. Thank you so much for being here. For all of my mods, thank you so much for doing this for me a second time. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to get those t-shirts out. I swear to God. Harlot, I need to know your address so I could send you yours. Okay? And your size. Anyway, let me share my screen so I could show you what I have. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at. What do I want to look at first? All right, we're going to look at this first. So have you guys heard? All right, I'm trying to go through all of the things that, people are hearing. So there's been a lot of reporting. And do you guys know who Kayla Noel Day and Luke Daly are? Anybody know who they are? Let's see here. I'm going to put this one over here so I can see my chat. There we go. All right, so now I can see chat. Hi, guys. Wait, does that say Joey D 1020? If so, that is my biffle. That's my bestie. That's my brother. That's his birthday. So it has to be him because there's not many Joe D's. Of course he comes in. Let's hope that my computer doesn't crash. But if it does, my brother is legit the best person to help me learn how to fix it. So, Joey, I have it plugged into the Ethernet cable. And it's like, bitch, we're not doing this. And just disconnects me. So let's see what happens. Maybe it'll be good luck. Hi, Harlot. Come on in, you guys. Cuff U's here. I'm going to fix this, don't worry. Oh, I did fix that, and now it's back. So I'm even afraid to, touch it. I'm like, maybe I just leave it the way it is. Hold on, let me see. You guys, that was crazy earlier. I was, so trying to figure it out. But I'm going to see if I could get the chat. I changed the chat a little bit. And it changed it for the whole thing, not just my other chat. So let me see if I could get it back or get it off the screen. That might even be helpful. I know that a lot of people like to read it, but I don't want any issues here. So I'm just going to put here chat, and if it doesn't come right up, you guys, then we're just going to forget about it. We're going to roll with it. Okay? And I'll figure out what to do. And it'll be fine. All right, here we go. I got the chat right in front of me. Look at that. So how do I turn it off now? Disable. Chat notification. We're going to turn that off for a minute. And we're going to turn off that, and that. Boom. Now let's see what happens. Yes, you guys. See? What do I always say? Well, my husband always says you got to be 10% smarter than whatever it is. So we were 10% smarter, and I just figured it out. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, so the first thing we're going to look at to see what's going on in the Nancy Guthrie case is this article that I found while I was taking my break. And what I was hearing throughout the day that I wanted to ask you guys earlier, do you guys remember I said Lucy Day? And I said to Lucy, I wasn't like saying her name, it was just the way that I was remembering the woman's name. It was, last name was Day. Well, here it's Kayla Noel Day is her name, not Lucy Day, God forbid. And then Luke Daly. So I was like, who are these people? Like, what's going on? So then I also heard the stuff about the Range Rover. So, oh my God, what is this? Brenda, thank you. Has anybody heard that Nancy was a whistleblower for people over billing pharmaceuticals through Medicaid? I have not. Has anybody heard that? Brenda, that was so very generous of you. Thank you so much, you guys. You're going to show me up in front of my brother. Army Vet's here. Hey, Army Vet. Come on in. Explore Core's here. We're all here. You guys, my brother's here in chat, so I'm not nervous or anything because I see him all the time. I'm going to see him tomorrow. I saw him last night. He was at the Pink Mashed Potatoes, you guys. Okay, so who are Kayla Noel Day and Luke Daly? So we're going to fact check it. This is from, where is this from? The Times. TimesOwnNews.com. Okay, so let's see what they say here. It says a gray Range Rover was seized by authorities during a late night operation at Culver's restaurant a few miles away from Nancy Guthrie's residence. The mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie has been missing since February 1st. This is that Range Rover, you guys, that they towed away, right? So it was seized by the FBI in the parking lot of that restaurant. So this says that as the investigation into the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie enters its third week, online speculation has intensified around two names circulating widely on social media: Kayla Noel Day and Luke Daly. This is all alleged. I have to say all the things. Okay, done. Nancy Guthrie, 84, the mother of Savannah Guthrie, was reported missing on February 1st from her home in Tuscan area. The Pima County Sheriff's Department has said that it's treating the case as a kidnapping. In recent days, unverified claims have spread online alleging that a woman identified as Kayla Noel Day, described in some posts as a niece of Nancy Guthrie, has anybody heard that? Was connected to a gray Range Rover seized by authorities during a late-night operation near the missing woman's home. The same claims have named Luke Daly as the vehicle's owner and as a person of interest. What do you guys think of that? I was like, wait, what? So again, just in case you're like, what just happened? Did you guys know that Kayla Noel Day, does anybody know? And again, this is alleged from the Times, but this is the TimesOwnNews.com. Has anybody heard this, that Kayla Noel Day? And if so, if she is a relative of Nancy Guthrie, then does anybody know how? Like, is it a niece, a great niece, or like her and Savannah cousins? Like, I wonder what and I saw her picture. Let's see. All right, I'm going to share this tab again. Instead. So I wanted to show this. So I don't know. Oh, I'm afraid sometimes to like click on these things. No, I don't think I want to accept that. I'm not going to accept that because I don't know what it is and I'm afraid. So we'll just go to the next thing. No big deal. I have so many things. It's no biggie. So this next thing I will show you. So I'm going to share this tab instead. So this is, it says public notice in, hold on, observed. Okay, so this is published on February 2nd. So this says, statutes of the criminal offenses involved, and it's ARS 13-3408. Statement of factual grounds for the seizure for forfeiture on May 15th, 2025, so last May. The Marina police officers observed a vehicle driven by Luke Daly driving in a manner consistent with rug trafficking. Kayla Day was a passenger in the car. An officer walked by the vehicle while it was parked in the Walmart parking lot at 7635 North La Chola in Pima County. He observed rug paraphernalia in plain view in the car. Consequently, the vehicle was searched and officers found a duffel bag on the passenger seat that held a 9 AR and loaded magazine. Day had a backpack in her possession that contained a for sale amount of fentanyl pills and 17 Suboxone strips. Suboxone, you guys, are what they give to help get off of opiates. And sometimes what we see is, and I don't know how, they allegedly got their rugs, but sometimes people will go to the doctor and they'll get one or the other and then sell it for the other. So they might go in and get Suboxone from their doctor and then sell all their Suboxone and buy, another opiate. So, but if you could get somebody that you love, or if you yourself are on an opiate, Suboxone is one of, I would say, your best bets of trying to live a very, normal life and getting back to the way you were before. So it has amazing results. So I would just say, and if anybody ever needs help with that, let me know, and I'm sure Cuffy will have like the fentanyl hotline in the next 30 minutes on the thing. She's that good. I have the best mods ever, you guys. Okay, so, and the best brother if he's still here. Okay, so if he's not here, he's still the best brother. That came out wrong. Anyway, he observed the magazine and the pistol. So, and Day had the backpack with the fentanyl and the other rugs in there, the other pills. It says both Daly and Day's cell phones were found to contain messages confirming they were actively involved in rug sales. Officers also found a caption $1,366. Oh, wow. Luke Anthony Daly and Kayla Noel Day have been indicted on rug trafficking charges related to this investigation in Pima County Superior Court, and then it gives the case number. So, people were saying, what would this have to do with that type thing? But I would say, Plunder. So this was from Plunder, you guys. I apologize. This was from Plunder. True crime. So this is on her Facebook, okay? And she wrote that, she writes it out over here, what happened, and that they were parked in the parking lot, and that, they observed this. What do you guys think about that? Like, why do you think it would be connected now? And not necessarily connected in the sense of, like, this has to do with that exactly, but don't you guys think it might show, what would the word be? Like, prior bad acts? You know what I mean? I wonder how that was. So over here, it's searched for Luke Anthony Daly. I wonder what would happen if we reset it. And I don't know if it'll let me search. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's more? What's this? What's this, you say? Luke Daly. Oh, there's a lot. 8/20/08, 8/15/2017, 8/15/2017, 8/18/2022, 5/27/2025, and then, wow, there's one 12/20/2013, but I don't know if that one's him. That's less likely to be him than the others. OMG. What? Okay. You guys. Oh my God, you guys. So I wonder what those other charges are for. Signing in so that it lets us go further. There you go. This used to be my dog's Facebook because, oh, Thor, you guys know Thor. Thor had a Facebook for a long time. But I needed it. So now it's mine. All right, hold on. It's logging me in. And I'm going to share this instead. Okay, so let's see what Plunder is. This, am I going to be able to click on this? I don't think so. So how do I get to this? The clerk of Superior Court. Pima County Clerk of the Superior Court. Pima County Clerk of the Superior Court. Okay, we want to know what this is, right? Well, so let's see if they let us search. This doesn't look oh wait, record search. How about that? I know you guys can't see it. I'm just getting to the search. I agree to the information. I think I found it. Hold on, share this tab. Okay, last name. Is it D-A? What is it? D-A-L-E-Y. And then first name. We have, his first name is Luke Anthony. I guess I'll just put in Luke and see what happens. And then search. Here we go. Boom. 6 records found. So let's go through them, shall we? His first one is 8/20/2008. Well, let me open it and tell you. Let's find out. Oh, wow, you guys, look at this. Look at what we found. Thank you guys for helping me. I was feeling your energy. And you all look amazing, by the way. In just in case I didn't tell you. Hi, you 2 bad actors. What's up? How are you? Maureen, come on in. Oh my gosh, all the peoples are here. I love you guys. And my brother's still here. Look at that. Amazing. I can't take it. Hi, Ella. Wouldn't you think the police already know this? Oh, God, yeah. Oh, are we talking about this stuff here? If so, absolutely. But we don't know it because they're keeping themselves very tight-lipped. So why not look it up and see if we find anything else? So people found the one from May 15th, and I'm sure other people did too. My brother's Joe D. Joe D 1020 is, I think, the name. But yeah, that's my little brother. He's my little big brother. He's like younger than me, but taller. You know what I mean? Anyway, so this one here, we're just going to go over it. If you're not interested, and hopefully you are, but if not, then, you know, no offense if you don't stick around for it, but hopefully you do. I have no idea what this is because I just found it in this live with you guys. So this case number, I'm not going to read the case number, obviously, but the filing date, this is 8/20/2008, okay? And this is, defendant is Luke Daly. I wonder what happens if I click on it. Let's open it in a new tab and find out. There's no, okay, so that was, it was for extra documents, but there's no extra documents attached. So let's just stay here real quick. So over here we have, this is available, court notice, available. Okay, so this is, it's only 1 page and it says, the defendant is Luke Daly, and this is on January 12th, 2009. And it says, that's it. That's all it says. It says notice reassignment. So it was reassigned, you guys, to, oh, duh. This case is reassigned to Honorable Judge Virginia Kelly, Division 5, for all further proceedings effective January 12th, 2009. So that got transferred to the next thing. So let's go back and see what we have. So that was that first one. So let's go back. And let's do this one. So this next one is, oh, this is 8/15. Let's do this one first. This one comes in next. And these other ones say Anthony Luke Daly, the other, other than this next one I'm going to do, which tells me that it's probably even more so related to him. You know what I mean? It's got the first, middle, and last name. I used to have a creep app. I think I told you about it before. Anyway, it's not really a creep app. It just like looks people up. It was like back when my kids were younger. I didn't know where they were staying. I just wanted to make sure all the parents were all right. You know what I mean? Not that I'm like all right, but you know what I mean. Made me feel better. So this one here is from 12/20/2013, and it's Luke Daly et al. Et al, you guys, just means when there's 3 or more people, you write et al. So that means here that there's 3 or more, but Luke is considered the main, what, I don't know if they're the defendant or I guess they would be the defendant. Wait, let me see. No, it says plaintiff, Luke Daly. So, oh, here we go. So, party information. We have Luke, Amanda, Malachi, Nathaniel, and then another Nathaniel. But this other Nathaniel is the defendant. Oh, so this is Luke Daly et al. Versus Nathaniel Lacaze. So let's see what happened here. So, Thor, come here, stop. So, oh wow. So on 12/20/2013, there was a demand for jury trial. Then, that same day, there was a petition and complaint. Also that same day, a cover sheet for new cases, certificate of compulsory arbitration. So they tried to do like a mediation. Also, all money receipts. So people had to pay, I guess, for court fees, things like that. Then on 2/19/2014, so just a few months later, 2 months later, they have a certificate of service on Nathaniel Lacaze. Okay, so that he got served. Wow. Okay, and then on 3/17/2014, just another month later, we have certificate of compulsory arbitration, certificate for arbitration. It doesn't say for who though. I guess it would be for him. If not, it would have said it like Nathaniel Lacaze, for example. That same day, another defendant's demand for a jury trial. Oh, actually, this one down here just says demand for jury trial. This one says, I guess it would be the defendant, right? The prosecution couldn't demand for a jury trial. Is Travis here yet? Hi, Jane Doe. Hi, Truth Exposed. Truth, my brother's in here. So there you go. Thor, can you please come here? You're being annoying, like usual. He wants to go outside and play with the fox. Maybe Ryan will call him up. Let's see if he'll do me a solid and call him up real quick. Oh, wait till you see what else I have, you guys. Oh my God. So crazy. Hold on, what do you say? Well, anyway, let's just go through this, but let me yell. Okay. All right, come here, Thor. You just went out. All right, now I don't feel bad because he just went out. He just came in. Okay, so let me go back to reading this, and then I wanted to show you what I did, you guys. I couldn't believe it. So, I found a picture of Luke, and I still had like 10 minutes left before we went live. So, I didn't do anything as far as like changing, light. I didn't change anything. All I did was I tilted the head so that it matched up with the tilt of the head in the other picture, and then you'll see, and then I make it zoom out, and we're gonna see how close the faces are. That's all I have to say. So let's keep going. There was a joint report available 9/16/2014. They proposed a scheduling order that same, or 2 days later. And then 2 months later, notice of service of plaintiff's offers to confess judgment to the defendant. Wow. Notice of service of plaintiff's offers to confess judgment to defendant on 11/5/14. And then there was a notice of settlement on 3/23/15. And then 3/24, the very next day, settlement notice and placement on dismissal calendar. And then motion to suspend dismissal on 5/1/2015, and then on 5/4/2015, defendant's notice of no objection to plaintiff's motion to suspend dismissal. Let's see what this says. Okay, so this right here, it's just one page. And it says it's to the Superior Court. It's dated on March 24th, 2015. And Honorable Stephen Villarreal. And then here goes all the plaintiffs' names. Remember, it was Luke et al. So this just goes to show that I know what I'm talking about. So et al. Just means 3 or more people. So here we have 4 plaintiffs, so that makes sense. So instead of writing all 4 of their names, they put the main plaintiff. So, or, you know, if you're doing research, they put the main researcher, whatever the case may be. They put the first person first, and then et al. To represent the others. Come on, Thor, lay down. Oh, here he comes. Look, he's going to lay down. Good boy. Okay, so it says, notice in chambers, the court being informed that this case has settled. This case has this date been placed on dismissal calendar and all hearing dates have been vacated. All adjudicated claims will be dismissed without further notice in 60 days unless prior to the expiration of 60 days. The court orders upon motion and good cause shown that the case be reinstated to the active calendar and reset for trial, or the court orders upon motion and for good cause shown that the case be continued on the dismissal calendar for a specified time or final judgment is entered. Oh, that's interesting. Hi, Wendy. Come on in. Hi, Wicket. Where's Travis when we need him? Travis, where are you? Okay, that was interesting. So before I go to the next one, let me come in with this so we could like change it up for a second. So I have to show you guys this. So hold on, let me reshare this one. You guys, this is so like, oh my gosh-ish. I said oh my gosh-ish. I'm not at work right now, so I could mess up my words. That's just being tired. All right, let me show you this. Ready? You guys wait till you see this. It's like, what the? Okay, so everybody remembers this, right? We all remember this. Oh, wait, let me back it up a little bit. So, just so you know, I do it once and then I do it again slower. But I want to put it out there that this is just alleged. I don't know anything. This is just my opinion. I am not, saying anything. I'm just reporting the news. And this was the person. So we had the information. I was reading it. There was a picture with it. So it's already out there. There's, it's out there everywhere. I've seen it in multiple places. So that's why I even felt okay to do this. But please know that he is not a suspect, I don't think yet, or at all. I don't mean yet like that. I just mean, I don't know that they have a suspect yet. And he is not a suspect. But that being said, let's watch this. I could have tilted his head a little bit more. But look at that. Oh, wait, hold on. That doesn't look so close. Let me see if I can... We're going to do this together, you guys. The first time, I felt like it looked like it was closer. So I'll put this back on for you guys to see. And then you could tell me. But in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can rotate the head just a tiny bit so that depiction of if it's close or not. I don't want to say if it's him because I don't want to, again, I'm not trying to, God forbid, please. So over here, I'm just going to change this. I don't think that it's going to let me share this, so it'll just take a second. So while I do this, how's everybody doing? Everybody good? All right, hold on, you guys. I think I have it. All right, let's see. It cuts his ear off a little bit, but that's okay. I think the face is what I'm going for here. All right, let me go a little further just to make sure I lined it up. Oh, this time it's lined up, I think. Well, this isn't looking good for dude. All right, let me just go a hair more so that nobody could say, like, anything at all. Let me just show you. You guys are going to be like, oh my God. At least I think you are, because I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. All right, let's see if this one's better. Oh, boom. Oh, not looking good, man. All right, let me just make sure it's scale. I think we're good. Oh my God, you guys, wait till you see this. It's literally pupil to pupil. I lined it up perfectly. So you guys, we're going to see if this could be anything. Now, you don't see his nose in the mask, so maybe I need to adjust this a tiny bit. Here we go. There we go. Hold on, I got it. Let me just come down a little bit. Oh, you guys. So has anybody else found anything else out about this guy or anything? Do we know? Hi, AJ. Hi, AJ Burns. You guys remember? That was so goofy that night with the Richard Burns. All right, I'm going to go back to, I think it was better to back. All right, and then I'm just going to confirm it and show you, and we'll see what happens. But I literally have it lined up, I think. And again, it's not looking so good for this dude. All right, export. All right, it's exporting, so in a second, we're going to see the new one. In the meantime, what did you guys think of this one? Let me see what you're saying. Yes, they have not been identified by law enforcement, Main Street media, or court records as suspect. Thank you so much, Cuffio. And I'll make sure that I post that in our notes, like for afterwards. So thank you so much. Cuffio has my back. All of my mods have my back. But Cuffio, you go it like out of your, they all do. So I don't even want to say that, but you know what I mean, Cuffio. I appreciate all of you. Okay, you guys, so here we go. I got it. Dun, 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 dun. Let me open it in the folder so I know which one it is. And then we're going to share it. Oh my God. But yeah, exactly. This is, just so everybody knows, this is not to disparage anybody. I do think it's interesting, though, that there's a lot of things that went back to him as far as like the ranger, like a lot of things as far as things that we've had like breaking news, and where like the other ones went back to the brother-in-law, but then they confirmed that it wasn't them. So the whole family was, well, they say that the whole family was cleared, but a lot of people are saying that they have to say that. I'm not sure. I'm not the investigator. However, has anybody else heard anything else? People are saying that the investigators might just be saying that because they have to. So I don't know what you guys are thinking about that. But let me show you this real quick because I have it up now. And I'm going to leave the CapCut open just in case. All right, ready? We're going to show. Let me show you. Oh, come on in, you guys. We have 90 people in here. Come on in. I welcome you. Come on in. Here we go. So this is the new one that I'm going to share with you. And let me show you. Okay, so again, before I hit play, this is not an indictment of anybody, nothing like that. We don't know anything. All I did was, when I was looking at all of the information and reading the articles and things like that, there was a lot of pictures of this person. And of course, just like I did with Tomas when they said maybe it was him type thing, I looked. And with Tomas, I was like, his eyebrows are bushy, like all the things. And I just wasn't feeling it much. But then they were saying something about the band members. So I was like, oh, could it be the one to the left? Like, I really was like, and it almost feels like nothing was fitting exactly type thing. And I'm not saying that this is, but I want you guys to be the judge. Okay, ready? So here goes a nothing, you guys. Let's hit play. So again, the first time I do it, like it's a little bit quicker, but then I slow it down. What do you guys think? Now the eye looks a little bit, like it doesn't look like the eyes line exactly up, but could it be that I have to make the face bigger? Because you see over here, there's space. So I left up CapCut just in case. So let me see if I fix that, if it'll help at all. So what would I have to do? I have to make his thing bigger. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. How little fixeroo changes things, right? Oh, you guys. I was not doing it wrong, but you can literally, oh my God. Okay, I'm just going to post it and let you guys tell me. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to let you be the judge. it looks so, like, the last time I felt like I had it lined up too, but then when I downloaded it, it wasn't. So I'm hoping that I didn't make it too big this time. All right, let's see. Jesus is going to help me. Jesus, you help me. You guys are like, she's freaking crazy. But that's why you love me. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate all of you so very much. I really do. If you've... Oh, in the past day or so, I've had a few new members join. So welcome our members to our dysfunctional family. Now I made his face too big. I could see it, and I'm not going to like it, so I'm just making it smaller real quick before I post it. All right, this is going to have to do. And if this doesn't fit, then it's because it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? So let's just see, and we'll be the judge of that. So I don't know that the eyes are matching up, but somebody tell me when I post this if it, you know, I don't know how much of it's reflection. I don't know that this matches up, let me be honest. But I'm going to let you guys be the judge of it. It looked like it matched up, more before. I just did that. All right, I'm hitting export, and you guys are going to be the judge of it. The other thing is, this guy has very, 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 very light eyes. So I was wondering, can anyone even tell? Like, I know that there was colored picture as guessing, I guess, what it would look like. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that I don't get that wrong. But here, it's done now. I have to open it in the file, and then I'm going to share it with you guys. Come on in. We have 109 people in here. Welcome. Please come in. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I need to get that far away, and it seems like every few days I get like, you gain some, you lose some, but I would love to grow, and I would love for you guys to be a part of that, especially my first 5,000. They say that your first 5,000 are special. So there's a couple spots left if you want to be one of the special in that first 5,000. All right, I'm going to open this folder and share it with you now. Oh, well, you guys. There you go. Oh, looking great. All right, here we go. Come on. It's got to be slow for me, but it's coming. All right, here we go. I'm going to share. I'm going to change to this. Here we go. Just be patient with me, please. I'm coming. It's downloading right now. Let me just make sure that this is the one I just did before I show it, because that would be pointless. Oh, I think it is, you guys. Wait till you see. I think I did it this time. Let's see. Share. Okay, ready? So let me rewind it. And again, this is alleged. This is where a lot of people saw a mustache. And then on the bottom, right at the bottom, people saw a mustache there. So let's play it and see what you guys think about it. So put a 1 in chat if you think that it could be, and a 2 if you're like, person, can that person refresh and see if it was your stream or if it was mine? Can you guys hear me? See, Joey, if you're watching this, brother, this is what happens. And I don't know why. I spend so much money on Comcast, and that's probably why you're going to say, because I didn't go with whatever you told me to. But we're going to have to, because I can't take this anymore, and it is not fair to all the people that come in here. I don't want to, like, lose people. That's effed up. So, you guys, can you hear me? I'm hoping that you can. What did Joey say? He'll tell me later, I'm sure. So, you guys, my brother's in here, if anybody just joined. Oh my gosh, what is this? Hold on, let me see something. I just want to make sure I'm getting everything. Okay, cool. All right, I thought it was on, you know how it does top chat and all chat? If you're following along in the chat and you're like looking at the conversations and stuff. Oh, Webs of Deceit. Welcome, come on in. Nice. I'm so excited, you guys. Let's see what you're saying. Tisa, welcome. Now you could see me? What, you couldn't see me? And you could hear me now? I don't know what the hell the problem is. I mean, unless it could just be that it's 9:33 and there's a bunch of people streaming. But you guys, I live like right here in, you know, a major city. You would think that we had better internet. I don't know. But my brother's going to say it's because I didn't go with whatever he said. And that's not me. My husband's just, he likes the Comcast. Thor, can you please come here? Hi, Wendy. We are not going anywhere, Dr. Oh, wait, we're not going anywhere. Don't worry. I'm like, oh, no, I know, like, with the case. Like, I hope they go somewhere with it. All right, you see and hear me? I love you guys. Hi, Tuscan girl. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited that you're all here with my brother here, too. All right, so let me go to the next thing. So did you guys see the video? Oh, I've heard others have had terrible issues with Comcast. You guys, I have an Ethernet cable in. I even went and bought a better Ethernet cable so that I would be good, and it just doesn't matter. Like, I let my husband buy the Ethernet cable, and he doesn't get the cheap stuff, and it's like fungal. You're just not going to go live, and that's just it. So, if anybody knows of something better, just let me know. Oh, Birdie, thank you so much for listening at work. Hi, Brenda. Come on in. You two bad actors, how you doing? I can't believe Travis isn't here yet. Travis, where are you? If you're listening, there's no excuse. Army vet made it. I'm just joking, you guys. I'm not really like that. You guys know me well enough to know I'm not like that. Okay, so let's see the next thing that I have on here. So the next thing that I did was I looked at, hold on, let me see. I'm going to go to it first before I just share the tab and then I have to go to it. Okay, so, oh no, this better, nope, we're getting out of that. I don't trust this one site, so I'm going to get out of that. Because that's all we need. Okay, we're just going to go to a different site. No big deal. I have plenty of things open. So, the next thing I have, oh, here goes, okay, so share this tab instead. So this is from X, and it's from Chris Roach Investigates. So we're going to follow, because I follow and like everybody that I share, or love. It's a little different here. You love it. Okay, we loved it, and we're following now. But this says breaking, and it says, so Luke Daly, and again, this is just alleged, you guys, was arrested and charged in 2025 involving what we saw before, which is good. I like to see it in 2 or more places because that, in Dr. John's famous words, that triangulates. I had to. I couldn't help myself. But it really is what it's called. So it just triangulates the information for me, making me put more faith in its reliability. So here it just says, I'm still focused on MG Enterprises. Oh, due to transfer of the title. Wait, what happened? Rug trafficking indictment. Public records and notices, including publication in the Daily. I couldn't get it out. Territorial around early 2026, referencing. Oh, this was in 2026, referencing a 2025 incident. Indicate that Kayla Noel Day and Luke A. Daly were indicted together on fentanyl-related charges. This stems from an observation by Marina Police where Daly was reportedly driving in a manner consistent. What does that mean? He was driving in a manner consistent with rug trafficking. What exactly does that mean? Like, what does a rug trafficker drive like? Right? I'm kind of curious as to what that means. And they put it in quotes, so that's interesting. It says, and Day was identified as the passenger in the vehicle during a related encounter. You guys, so wait, is this the same day maybe? Hold on, let's see. This stems from observation, And Day was identified as a passenger in the vehicle during a related encounter. That seems like two separate things, right? No? Because it says that it appears that she was identified as the passenger during a related encounter parked in Walmart parking lot. No formal arrests or convictions are detailed in open sources beyond the indictment, but it flags a history of rug involvement for both. So let's look real quick. I always like to look under the comments to see what people are saying. Oh no, I don't want to post a comment. How about that? Not what I was trying to do. All right, let's see. View. No, I don't want to view quotes. Here we go. I got it. Oh, it's not. There it goes. Oh, maybe he doesn't have it yet. Okay, so let's go back. No problem. We're going to go to the next thing. Let me see what else I have here. I have a lot here. So real quick, let's just jump over to this again so that we can see what else we have here. So we don't have to go through all of them, but I do kind of want to open them just to see what they say. I mean, nobody's in a rush, right? What the hell do you have to do tonight? Right? We usually hang out anyway. So, here we go. State of Arizona versus Luke Anthony Daly. I guess his birthday is March of 1989. Wow. So he's what, 36-ish? Or will be? So this is his full name. There's 2 counts here. The first count is solicitation of dangerous rug possession. That's on 2/22/19, my best friend's birthday, 2/22. My other best friend. My brother's here, but I have another best friend from 4th grade. We're all like fam. And then he was found guilty on 2/22/19. So the second count was for use and possession. And this is what I always say to people. Let's say you go and I always say if there's something, and I don't know exactly what they were using here. I don't know that it says yet, but let's just say weed or something like that. I tell people if it's in your state where you could get it for medicinal purposes, it's so worth it because let's say you go and you're like, I want to try these 2 different kinds from this person, and you're on your way home and you get pulled over because you have 2 separate bags. It's now not just use and possession, but you get another charge for intent to sell. So you'll get it for carrying and intent to sell. So it's just, it's terrible. But it seems like here that it was more than that it was it clearly looks like there was intent to sell. So what did they do here? Let's just see if I'm just going to skim it because there's a lot here and we're not going to go through everything. Oh, grand jury. Let's see what they had to say. Let's see what they said. Okay, I'm looking at what you guys see, and you don't see this, so let me share this with you. Sorry. Thank God I put my phone up there so that I could see. Hi, you guys. Come on in. Please subscribe and like if you aren't already. I'm trying to get to my next goal, and I couldn't do it without you guys. And I told everybody the first 5,000. I have a great memory, you guys, and you will always be special to me. So thank you for that. And there's still a few spots open. And again, I'm not talking about like the paid one, just the one where you hit subscribe. That would be such a help for me. And it would just get me to the next thing. He was trolling for customers. Who are we talking about? Okay, so tell me about the vehicles, Maureen. Do you know about the vehicles? Let's see. It depends if it's split individually or intent to sell. So that's the thing, Maureen. If it's split, whether you have a tiny piece in one and a bunch in the other, or if it's split evenly or whatever, if it's in more than one bag, at least in Pennsylvania, it now becomes intent to distribute, even if you were not
Thanks for the sub.
distributing. I got a sub. Yay! Thank you. I'm so excited. That makes me so excited, you guys. Yay! Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. That was so very kind. If anybody else would like to sub, that would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. And in the meantime, I'm going to go to the next thing that I have here. So the next thing that I had a few things, so I'm like, let me share this stuff. Let's see, I just want to make sure I don't want to like do something twice, so I'm just checking. So let's go back to this. I wanted to see what that grand jury said. And that was in the, 2017 one? Let's see. I opened it, but is it down here maybe? Oh yeah, it's right there, duh. Okay, so let me open it this way. Let me share. So that's that, but let me share this instead. All right, so this is the actual document right here. Let me make sure you guys could see before I read it. Okay, you could see it. Perfect. Okay, so over here we have, ooh, I like it so much better when I'm like completely prepared. Being unprepared is not fun, but sometimes you just have to jump on and, do the thing if it's something big enough. Okay, you guys, let's read this. So what is this? This is the grand jury in 2017. Why would something like this even be important? Well, you could argue that it's important because it shows past behavior. And like I say all the time, the best predictor, a lot of people say, the best predictor of future behavior is past relevant behavior. So, especially like if you have one arrest here, maybe even two, you might be like, they were experimenting, gotten, trouble with friends, you might be able to walk through it and, rationalize it. But here we have a bunch, right? So let's see what the grand jury had to say. So it was ordered, let's see, a direct summons issued to the defendant for 1 p.m. on Wednesday, August 23rd, 2017. So let's see what else this says. It's ordered assigning this case, and it tells you where the case is assigned or who the case is assigned to. It tells you that Luke Anthony Daly is the defendant and that they're being currently released on their own recognizance, and it is ordered continuing those conditions of release with notice of supervening indictment to issue returnable at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, August 23rd, 2017. Pretty much that just said to me that they're releasing him until his court date and that he can come back on his court date. If anybody read that differently, please enlighten me because I am not an expert in law. And Travis didn't show up. Gosh, I hope he watches this later and feels bad. I'm just kidding. You guys, come on in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so what else do we have here? So we have the court accepts the filing of the allegations of prior conviction. Okay, so it's telling us here about prior conviction. You guys, Thor is going to bark the whole time if I just don't let him out. And God forbid, I had help. Come on, Thor. I'll let him go out so he can play with the fox. That's what it is, you guys. He wants to go play with the fox, and I do not want him to play with the fox, but whatever. Go play with the fox. God forbid. Anyway, back to this. I apologize. So let's get back to this, you guys. So here we have it, the defendant, Marissa Josefina Portillo. That is a fellow Paisan, if I'd say so, right? Marissa Josefina. That was going to be my name if I was my brother's name, rather.
Thanks
if
for the sub.
I got a sub, another sub. Thank you, you guys. I get so excited. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Come on in, come on in. We have almost 200 people here. Come on in and join us. Thank you for the subs. If you want to be part of our dysfunctional family, we call it. We put the fun in dysfunction. We would love to have you. And we were called crazies by another group of people. I don't even want to bring any more attention to them, but we said we welcome it. So if you consider yourself a crazy, just know that you were being led by Queen Crazy. So there is no shame in my game. So let's do it. So getting back to this, the court accepts the filing of the allegations of prior conviction, and it's ordered assigning the case, It's ordered continuing those conditions of release with notice of supervening indictment to issue returnable, So let's keep going. Oh, so that one's going to stop there. So we have to go to the next one. So I'm going to stop sharing this one. Hi, guys. Come on in. How's everybody doing? I'm so excited that everybody's here. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so that was the grand jury in, what was that? Okay, that was the grand jury. The next thing we have available was the arraignment. Okay, so let's see what the arraignment has to say. It says, this is the state of Arizona versus Luke Anthony Daly. It says, the defendant present out of custody. Private counsel was retained. So you guys, if he got private counsel, then he has to have some resources, right? Most people are indigent or they can't afford, a private attorney. So that's interesting. But he hires a private attorney. It's ordered as follows: entering a not guilty plea on behalf of the defendant and setting a case management conference on Thursday, October 5th, 2017 at 9 a.m. This case individually is assigned to The defendant is advised that his or her failure to appear can result in proceedings in their absence. They're also advised that if they're convicted at trial, the court cannot sentence him or her within 90 days of conviction because he or she failed to appear. He or she may lose his or her rights to a direct appeal. And then third, the public defender. Oh, I thought it said that he had private counsel. But it says the public defender. Yes! Yes! Thank you! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Jane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, so Autumn, welcome. Cheryl, welcome. Convulse Bloom, welcome. M Hair, welcome. Seashell, welcome. You guys, welcome to our crazy family. Your Philly girl is a Marie. Hi, Marie. You're probably in my family, Marie. Who knows? I love having you here. I need more greenery. You're definitely correct. You are so correct. I always say I'm an expert in psychology, definitely not but I do have like a big tree over there. Maybe I just need to, and I have like one up there and one over there, but maybe I just have to put it more in the view. I've been thinking about it and I'm like, it would be cool if I redo my background, but set up something to one where you guys could see my degrees so that everybody knows that I have the credentials that I say I do. But then also, so like have it set up there, but how I'm like Andy Cohen, I know I'm not an Andy Cohen, but I'm just trying to give you a visual. You know how in the back he'll have like a bookshelf and it has stuff that's like his stuff, but it also has stuff that people made for him or sent to him, stuff like that in the background, and it all has a meaning. I think we need to do that because I'm already starting to collect stuff. And I feel like what better way than to honor all of you than to show that stuff in the background. So let me know what you think about that. I would love to know what your opinion is. Maybe we do a members only live coming up soon, like not tonight, but like soon, and then we can talk about it. But let me know what you guys think. But I do agree, I do need more greenery. You're so true. I said you're true, you know what I meant. So next we have financial statement, order appointing counsel. Oh, you guys, so look. Oh, wow. There's a lot of attorneys there. Okay. All right, so it doesn't really say anything else. So let's get rid of this one. We're going to stop sharing that. We're going to go to this over here. I'm going to reshare. See, I'm getting good at this, you guys. I just have to get used to it. All right, let's see. Pima County, share. And it should come up now. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Welcome. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, and welcome to all of our new people. If you hang out for a little bit longer, I will go in and I will give away 5 memberships. So hang in there a little bit longer, and I will give out 5 memberships, and we'll see who it goes to. I got a sub, yay! Thank you so much. You guys have no idea how much that means to me. That's the only way I can grow, right? Is if people believe in my message or in me as a person. And I do appreciate that, and I will never forget that. And we're not going to cry already because there's almost, there's 180, a lot of people in here. And I'm just not going to do the crying thing, right? Pull it together. I get so passionate about this and so emotional, and I'm so appreciative. Okay, the next thing we have, you guys, is the case management conference, the status conference, and the status conference of plea. So there was a plea and then a sentence of probation. So let's see what the plea was. For now, we'll skip the other ones. I'll read them later, and if I think that there's anything that I need to bring to you, I'll save it in a file, and the next time we meet, I'll, of course, let everyone know. This next one is from November 22nd, 2017, and this is the defendant present out of custody. Okay. The court questions the defendant regarding his understanding of the terms and conditions of the plea agreement, the possible consequences thereof, and the constitutional rights he waives by entering the plea. The defendant enters a plea of guilty to the crime of amended count 1, solicitation to possess a dangerous rug, a class 6 undesignated offense committed on or about July. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're so great. Thank you so much. So solicitation to possess a dangerous drug. Ooh, I meant rug. Whoops. A class 6 under designated offense committed on or about July 28, 2017. The defendant enters a plea of guilty to the crime, and this was also amended. Count 2, possession of rug and paraphernalia, a class 6 offense, and that was committed at the same time. The court questions the defendant regarding the factual basis for the plea. Oh, where's Travis? See, Travis, this is why we need you here. Hi, Lisa, come on in. But does anybody know, is part of that, where it says the court questions the defendant? Sarah! Hi, Sarah. How are you? Thank you so much, Sarah. I am so appreciative. You guys, this is so weird. Why didn't it go off for Sarah? Get out. So Sarah, and I'm going to love it. Thank you, Sarah, and I'm liking it. You're the best. Sarah, my brother's in here. Say hi to my brother. I think he's still in here. So let's see. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much. That was so very generous of you. I appreciate it so much. You guys are being so nice. Okay, so you're always nice, but you know what I mean. I feel so special is what I really should say. I feel blessed. So here we go. We have the court finds the defendant knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently enters a plea to the charges set forth in the plea agreement, and that there is a factual basis for the plea. The plea is accepted and entered on record. So the defendant waives time for sentencing. It is ordered. Oh, let's see what he got. setting the matter for entry of judgment of guilty and sentencing on January 23rd, my daughter's birthday, 2018 at 9 a.m. It is ordered that Rule 8 time is, what does this mean? So that's excluded. The present report be prepared by da-da-da. The defendant is, so I guess this whole thing is, they're directed to cooperate with probation, which of course, right? And there was a plea agreement, so he pleaded, I think it's pleaded, not pled. He pleaded guilty, you guys. So much for that. The next one we have here, if you're still following along, let's just quickly go through it. I didn't go over his, oh, look at this. I don't even know if we need to, oh, wow, you guys. This is the next one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Pretrial services, arraignment, grand jury transcript. It says available at the courthouse. The arraignment, case management. Which one should we read? Let's read disposition report. No, that's not there. Then the status conference. I think that's just, isn't that like just about, like house, whatever they call it. You know what I mean. Criminal notice. Let's see what this is. On 7/10/2023. So this is July 10th, and we have criminal notice due to conflict on the court's calendar. The status conference set on Friday, July 21st, 2023 at 9 a.m. has been vacated and reset to Thursday, August 3rd, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. in Division 27. So his court date got changed. I think that a lot of times they try to do that, defense. Let's see, reassignment, notice of resetting hearing, and then there was a motion to suppress, but that's not, we have to get that at the courthouse. We have, what's Donald hearing, pretrial conference. Let's see if there's anything in this. Defendant present, out of custody. The court counsel confers regarding the status of the case for reasons stated on the record. It's order that the evidentiary hearing, read the motion to suppress, is set for October 20th, my brother's birthday. Look at that, Joe. 2023 at 1:30 p.m. in the division, da-da-da. Estimated time for the hearing, 3.5 hours. The defendant is admonished that he must be present for said hearing and advised of the consequences should he fail to appear. Boom. Look at that one. They were like, we are not messing around. And again, if anybody's just coming in, this is the prior arrest records and court proceedings of those arrests for, I want to get it right, for Luke Anthony Daly. And we could look up Kayla Noel Day next. I wanted to make sure I got that right. Sorry, I had to think about that. So then we have, let's see, oh, defendant's motion to suppress. It's available, this one. So let's see if we can see anything. So the defendant, all right, let's see, state exhibits 1 through 17 and defendant's exhibit A are identified as followed. So they have 6 CD DVDs, a bunch of 8x10 color photographs, copies of laws, well, supplemental narratives, I guess it's other people's depositions, and then a portable storage device, removable USB cord. Then it says Officer Bronson Taglog is sworn and testified, so they testified. 1, 3, 4, and 5 in the exhibit are admitted. The video footage from State Exhibit 1 is published for the court. The defendant's Exhibit A is admitted. There being insufficient time to conclude the hearing on this date, it's ordered that the hearing on the defendant's motion to suppress set this date is continued for April 5th, and it's set for 2 hours. All prior subpoenas issued for this hearing as to both the state and the defendant are affirmed and shall remain in full force and effect for the continued hearing. The defendant is directed to appear at the next hearing. Please review the attached instructions. So it gives it instructions for submission procedures, and it says about the exhibits that they should be placed in a large brown drop box located next to the glass double doors on the 8th floor. Oh my gosh, tell me that's not so specific. Of the Superior Court building. That was like major specific. And then there's exhibit submission procedures. So you have to, in order to get something submitted for the telephone, it has to be 1 week prior. In-person exhibits 1 week prior to the hearing, or 15. Oh, if there are 15 or more exhibits. Okay. So there's stuff with family law that they must do. So I'm not going to read all of it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Come on in. There's almost 300 people here. Can you please subscribe for me? That would be such a blessing. And if you guys liked for me and I got over 100 likes, I can't even tell you what that would do for me. And not even as far as YouTube. I just mean personally. That's amazing. I appreciate you, and it makes me feel like it's worth working hard. So there you go. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm getting clipped. Okay. Next. You guys take my breath away. Okay, then we have in chambers notice about the trial. So this one, so the trial was set for 4 days, a 12-person jury, and then there's a jury questionnaire. It says motion and notices. It's ordered that all notices and pretrial motions, including a notice of hearing, if requesting a hearing, shall be filed by Friday, December 6, 2024. Responses and replies are due in accordance with da-da-da-da-da. And it just says about changing rules and law governing pretrial discovery must be filed, all that stuff. And then it says it's ordered that the below documents shall be filed by Tuesday, January 14th. So these are the documents. One is the voir dire, and this is party shall avoid redundancy in the court standard voir dire and submit relevant questions for the court's considerations. The second one is witnesses, so they have to have a list of their witnesses that they're anticipating are going to testify at trial, together with a schedule of their anticipated dates and duration of each witness's testimony. The third one is jury instructions. So parties shall use the 6th edition, updated, to submit their request. So this is for jury instructions if they have anything specific. And then number 4 is forms of the verdict. So parties shall submit proposed forms of verdict, including requested lesser included offenses and aggregating factors. So the forms of verdict is more like the things that they could charge for. So, it could be the top crime of this, and then it could be a lesser charge of this, or this. And the thing is that, sometimes if they don't do a proper form of verdict, you can see somebody get off or something, right? And again, there's no, she was found not guilty, but I always think of Truth Exposed. I always think of Casey Anthony. She was found, Truth Exposed happens to look like Casey Anthony, identical. It's weird. But anyway, she doesn't have a toddler, so we're good. But with Casey Anthony, I feel like they overcharged that, in my opinion, or not that they overcharged it. They had, the right charges, but they could have added lesser charges. And I wonder, I don't know though, they could have found her not guilty still. I don't know, I'm not the jury. But sometimes I wonder, had they added, a few lesser charges. Yes! Yes, my Philly girl. Thank you, Philly girl. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Yay. It's a Philly thing. I'm so excited, you guys. Army vet said twerk, twerk, twerk. Get that. Could you imagine? Okay, so next. Let's see what we have going on. Thank you again. That was so very generous of you, my Philly girl. Your Philly girl, my Philly girl, our Philly girl. Welcome to our dysfunctional family. We put the fun in dysfunction. Okay, so this is just about pretrial stuff. We're going to go back, see if there's anything else here. Oh, change of plea. Uh-oh. Change of plea. The defendant sworn. The court questions the defendant regarding his understanding of the terms and conditions of the plea agreement. the possible consequences thereof, and the constitutional rights he waives by entering the plea. The defendant enters the plea of guilty to the crime of count 2, transportation of a narcotic rug for sale, a class 2 felony, committed on or about August 11, 2022. Oh, wow, that's not even that long ago. And then it says, defense counsel provides the court with the factual basis for the plea to which the defendant concurs. The court finds that the weight of the fentanyl is less than 9 grams, which is a lot still, right? Grams is an eighth, so that's like, isn't that like a quarter ounce and a little extra? Like a quarter ounce and 2 grams. I don't know the recipe, I'm just saying. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like, I guess when it's fentanyl, that's a lot. I'm thinking of like weed. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, yes. I love you, whoever that just was. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You're amazing. I can't even believe it. Wow. Thank you. So there's 28 grams in an ounce. How do you know, Marine? I'm just joking. I don't really care. Who does whatever? I'm literally just in a goofy mood. No sound. Wait, what? Black screen, no sound. Is that just you? Everything was fine here. Truth, are you good? Like, can you see me? If not, try to refresh it. Can everybody else see me? Somebody give me like a thumbs up. If not, I'd like to know. Let me see if I move my hand, if I could see it in the thing. I have like a little box up top that's this big for me to see. Oh yeah, I could see my hand. So I think I need to get a second monitor so that it's not this big. Oh, I hit 4.7? Shut up. Yay, you guys. You know what? We're going to stop for 1 second and we are going to go. And I am going to give away 5 memberships. So hold on, let me stop my screen share real quick. Thank you so much for letting me know. I am so excited. Are you effing kidding me? Do you know how close I am to 5,000? I promise my first 5,000, so important. I mean, everybody's important. But they say your first 5,000 are the ones that you remember. I guess it's like your first. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? So let's see. Brenda, come on in, Brenda. Let's see who else we have here. Lynn. Hey, Lynn. Mr. Flybikes. Yo, what's up? Tammy, hi. Wendy's here. Truth Exposed was my very, 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 very first member ever. So that means, and she literally made me promise that she would know when the first day was, because it was for both of us. Like,
thanks for the sub.
Thank you. Wow. I appreciate that. Thank you for subbing. But anyway, Truth, I appreciate you so very much. You were my very first friend on YouTube, and you've been an amazing friend to me. You all have. Thank you. You guys are getting me there. I can't take it. You're popping my subscriber cherry. Dude, pop away. I'm 47 now. I don't give a shit about that stuff anymore. I'm not like, oh no, pop away. Pop the cherry. Yeah. Take it. Oh, thank you guys. They did bring Annie Guthrie home that night. She was tired and thought she had left the back door locked. What? One of the group was waiting inside. She had a sense that something... Wait, Lane... Wait, who was that? Lonohan? I don't want to say that wrong. But can you give us more information on that? Like, is that like news that was just dropped? Is that something? Because that would be very interesting. And again, it would. This is alleged, and it said that when they brought Annie home that night, she was tired and thought she had left the back door unlocked. But this is the thing: if there was a group waiting as one of the people inside, would they have needed to, like, would they have had that camera footage of them breaking the Ring camera? You know what I mean? If they were inside, or I guess they could have. Well, that was at the front door. I'm like thinking out loud. What do you guys think about that? That's interesting. Oh, you guys are the best. I like can't even catch my breath. I feel so blessed. Oh my God. Hi, animal. Explorer, core. Oh, you guys are great. I can't even take it. I'm sure it's only a theory, but a good one. Oh, absolutely. And that's all we have right now, right? Is theories. And it's going to take a bunch of people putting their heads together to figure out what possibly could have happened here. Unfortunately, it broke my heart. I'm going to show you this too. Let me pull it up real quick. But it broke my heart when did you guys see Savannah's new, I don't know how new it is. It's like a day or so old. But her new plea, or I don't know that you call it a plea, whatever you would call it, her new update. I'm going to show it right now. It is so sad, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, which one should I show? Let's do this one right here. Wait, I'm just making sure I have the right one. Oh, my eyeball. Okay, here we go. Is there anything, does anybody know if there's anything like up-to-date news that I'm not, like now would be a good time for me to, oh, this is what I want you to see too. This is what I had. I'm like, wait, what do I have up here? Oh, I don't even know what to do first. There's so much stuff. Do you guys remember, so if you were here on the first live that like I was playing around with stuff, oh my God, wait till you see this. Reverend Donna Serafina. I'm sure I spelled that wrong, but I'm sure it'll pick it up. It did. So, okay, you guys, wait till you see this. So, Miss Donna.
I gotta hang up.
Oh, wait, hold on. Miss Donna, if you see this, because I know that she doesn't love when people repost her stuff. However, I'm doing so because JLR tonight, on his show, somebody had asked if a psychic were to give him a location that they think that he should look at, would he go and check it out? And he said that one psychic said something about like the border or whatever, and he said that was just really far, da 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 da. However, I was watching Donna Serafina. She hasn't come on in a long time, and then all of a sudden she pops up out of nowhere. So of course I'm going to listen. And I was listening, and she legit like calls out for JLR. So let's see how crazy this is. And everybody go see Donna Serafina. I'm going to skip some of this. Hold on.
Kidnapper, and you were going to hold a newscaster's mother for ransom. What news? It's just extreme left wing, and Fox is extreme right wing. But when
all right, so first she gets a little political.
You know what that is? For the Clintons.
I'm going to go to the part
then
about
you have Savannah over there interviewing the Epstein victims and the people.
Oh, she does pull this together. She tries to think. So this is the thing. So the day that this dropped, the day the Epstein files dropped was the day that this happened. Oh, thank you. Wow, thank you. So what she's saying is that she believes that we're going to see a connection at some point. I am not God. I don't know.
It's just too much. You know, it's really
but I wanted
too
to hear
much.
what she says to JLR in case somebody.
But I do want to say,
in case somebody from his, his group is here. Oh wait, how about I show you this? Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you. How about that? It's this one right here. So this is Reverend Donna Serafina. Let me stop sharing that. There we go. So this is Reverend Donna Serafina. She is a psychic medium. Everybody has their own beliefs. Some don't believe. That's okay too. Everyone's welcome here. We have over 300 people here. Thank you so much. Come on in. Please subscribe and like. Wow. The more you guys like, the more people will come in because the more YouTube will suggest the video to others. So please, please, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. Back to Donna Serafina. She has her own channel. Even if you're skeptical of her, if you go and watch her old stuff, like, for example, if you just go right back to, like, Tylee and JJ and the whole Lori Vallow case, before the kids were ever reported missing, like, to the public, it wound up being this huge case, right? But before all of that, there's videos, and it's all time stamped, of Donna Serafina on here giving an entire like rundown. She was like panicked, like she's like, there's these kids, and went through the whole thing, you guys, and it literally winds up being like so exact. It was crazy. But anyway, let's listen to what she like calls out for JLR.
Okay, so like these are notes, right? These are notes
Give me
from
that pen.
I meditated a few different times. And then yesterday when I meditated too, I'm like, God, every freaking time I meditate, I'm seeing this giant cactus. And then I'm asking in artificial intelligence, like, okay, where might this giant cactus be between the address of Nancy Guthrie and Nogales, where I believe she ended up. And there was several things, so this might not be the thing, but I think it is, and I'll tell you why. So there was this super, I don't know where I put my notes. No, let me see. There was this super giant cactus. I can tell you without the notes, but I don't have them.
My dogs are the worst.
Okay, so each time I meditated, there would be this super giant cactus, and at the super giant cactus, right after that is where I take a right, right? And what I saw was, I think that why he was in the house so long is because he tied her up in there. I don't think she walked out of there. I think it was over his shoulder.
What do you guys think of that?
One of the times I saw a dark van, and I know a neighbor said there was a white van, and I know someone else saw a different car, but I saw like a dark van pull up. Then when I made myself remote viewing and sitting in there was like a total of 4 people involved in that. And her, tied up on the floor of it. Not very good situation for her, and it's just horrific, but these are horrific, evil people that are running our world and would do something like this just to distract your attention. Literally, they don't care about human life at all.
So, did we get to JLR? No.
Okay, so anyways, like, watch this. I'll tell you while we're watching it. I don't know that I'm good enough to make this full screen. I don't think I am. Okay, so let's see. I'll try to, my vision's not all that great. I'll try to tell you.
Wait, you guys thought I was bad. Poor Donna. She can't get this bigger. So at least I don't feel like I'm the only person on the planet that has a problem with this sometimes. So she goes over, this is a map, and when she meditated, she came up on a spot that she feels very strongly about.
Sign.
Listen to this.
It's a trademark. It's like one of these landmarks.
Wait, I want to get that from the beginning. Ready? Listen.
There's a giant cactus sign. It's a trademark. It's like one of these landmarks that people actually go there to look at. It's like this 30-foot high neon sign.
Oh wait, you guys don't see it. What happened?
Right? And so I put it in there, and turns out it's literally on the way from Nancy's house to the 19, which is the most likely route that they would have took down to Nogales. There's 2 other side road routes if they wanted to avoid the freeway.
I'm going to back this up a second. So right here, this is the map. She goes into she's already done her meditation on this, and she goes into where she said that she has a vision of where they possibly could be, or where she could be rather, where she says they, took her or whatever, because she believes that it's more than one person.
It's 30 foot high.
So there's a 30-foot high cactus. Ready? Oh my God.
There's a giant cactus.
Oh my God, I'm live.
It's a trademark. It's like one of these landmarks that people actually go there to look at. It's like this 30-foot high neon sign cactus, right? And so I put it in there, and it turns out it's literally on the way from Nancy's house to the 19, which is the most likely route that they would have took down to Nogales. There's 2 other side road routes if they wanted to avoid the freeway down to Nogales, so I can't say for sure that was on the 19, but I saw them go straight to where they were going. And
wait, Crusher would be upset about, listen, I'm just putting the information out there. If JLR, he was looking everywhere today, and he said if anybody knows where the instruction is. So I'm not saying anything about my belief system. I'm reporting the things that I saw today, and I hope that everybody is adult enough to know that if we're going to have almost 500 people coming in and out of chat, that there's going to be someone that's going to have different views than each other, right? So, and that's okay. You can have a totally different view than me, and I still respect it. So I would hope that Krusha would still respect me, knowing that I didn't even come, like, I'm not trying to sell Donna to other people. I do think that people should go check her out if they're interested, for sure. Let me tell you, I was a skeptic, and then I started watching because somebody else said that to me, and I was like, you know what, let me see. And I'm just, well, that's all I gotta say. I know that, some people, but people think, there's people out there that think I'm a con. Do you know what I mean? So I also and again, nothing against Krusha. I don't know, maybe she knows something that I don't know, but I just would hope that everybody can have difference of opinion.
They left the city fast because I saw stars. I knew that.
Oh, wait, you're talking about because she's directly correlated. So how about this? I would love to hear what Krusha has to say about that, because that is the stuff that I listened to that I was kind of wailed on. So if Krusha does hear this, if she's here or if somebody knows, whatever, please tell her. I would love to hear it. I am one of those people, give me more information and I can always change my mind. But from the things that I know, it matched up big time. But again, this isn't about my belief system. None of this is. I'm just putting it out there because JLR said where was the place that she's talking about, and this is the place.
But see here? There, giant cactus, 30 feet high. And this is, if you came out of Nancy's neighborhood and you took a right, and then you took a left on Oracle Street, nothing less than Oracle Street. You take a left on Oracle Street. So you take a right out of her neighborhood, you take a left on Oracle Street, and you go down several miles, there's this 30-foot high cactus. There's got to be surveillance cameras all over there, right? Because those are all hotels.
So what do you guys think about this so far?
And in a minute, well, she was kidnapped, but it was never for ransom. There was that whole part was her fate was sealed when they took her.
I'm still here. I'm just getting a drink.
Okay, it was to make a diversion. So there, if you take a right at the cactus, you'd be going under the freeway, and there's a couple frontage roads. This is Highway 10, but these frontage roads run alongside Highway 10, so they don't need to get on Highway 10 to get to the 19. It's just a couple miles up. They just stay on one frontage road or the other. I'm not sure which, but there has got to be surveillance cameras all along there. Let's see what this is.
So I will say, right, so she's even saying, she says multiple times, she'll say, I hope I'm wrong. Yes! Thank you! Oh my God, thank you, Seaside. Seaside has become a member. Welcome to our dysfunctional family. We put the fun in dysfunction. Wow. Thank you, guys. You're really going to make me cry tonight. I know it. Okay, so again, if you're just joining us, this is Donna Serafina. I'm showing this mainly, and I know Donna doesn't even like her stuff reshown. So this is actually more because JLR tonight said if somebody knows what the psychic or where the psychic said to go, that if it's somewhere in the area, he would go. And I believe this is in the area. There was another psychic. Wow, thanks for the sub. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Oh my God. So she just said to see, so I'm putting it out there,
so
see if he could go there.
I'm showing you, there's Nancy's house to the right here, right? And then the next one, that yellow, the one now to the far right, is where that giant yellow cactus sign is. So I believe they came out there, they took a right, and then they took a left on Oracle Street, and they went all the way up to where that cactus is,
but I'm sure it was fine.
And then they likely took a right just after that, because in every single meditation, I'm in the car and we're taking a right after this giant cactus. I believe this is most likely. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I had thought about driving over there, but I'm just not in the financial situation to do that. But there it is.
This is where she calls on
So
JLR.
keep going up Oracle Street. I'm circled the address of this. So if somebody is kind enough to go drive this route and put it online, see there, 1525 Oracle Street. Go there.
1525 Oracle
Tell
Street. If anybody talks
every
to
surveillance.
JLR.
See, if Detective Hermosillo hadn't lied about me, then the FBI might believe me, and they might
Let's go a little further. But I don't want to get into conspiracy.
So they take a right sometime
Either
after
side.
this cactus here, and they go over the frontage roads, and then most likely there's one or two other ways. Like, say if they wanted to avoid detection, they could have got on. I think it's called the 83, but the 19 is more of a straight shot. So either way, if they thought that they were away from there, someone needs to go get all the surveillance in that area. I just look what happened with Sarah Wells. I called this detective like 5 times. I'm like,
No, I don't
go get the surveillance from Ripley's, Wonderworks, and the
Sorry, that was me.
Court. I told them 9 days after that would have been solved. And they would have busted a trafficking ring that way, but they didn't, wouldn't even talk to me. So we cannot depend on law enforcement.
And again, I don't.
Here, like
I'm not
these
saying I
frontage roads,
subscribe to
then
everything.
it
I'm
just
not saying I subscribe to all of this, but I would like that would be so interesting, right? Like JLR today was saying if anybody knows of anywhere that I can go, or if they've heard of anything. So what if this? I don't know. Is this close to where JLR was? I'm not even sure. But he said that if it wasn't, I think one was like by the border, and he said that was really far. But I think this is in driving distance.
angles off within a couple miles after that cactus. They could take a right and go on those frontage roads, and then it gets right onto the 19.
She didn't. I don't know if she said about the vehicle yet, but I think she does. There's an echo. Does anybody else have an echo? Was it just for 1 second? I was putting on my channel putting my channel up so that I can get the memberships ready. So make sure. So I think it might have echoed for a second because I had to pull that up. But you guys, I'm going to be gifting 5 memberships in a minute. So make sure that you turn on your memberships, which just means, it's less than an hour and a half there. Maybe he didn't want to, I don't know. I mean, I guess that could be far for some people. No, there's an echo. Did it just start? Hold on, let me stop sharing. And let's see if it stops. Hiya. Do I still have an echo? If so, I'm gonna exit out of my my YouTube. I was going to my YouTube to show, give out subscriptions. So let me just see if I could do that real quick. Let me share this with you so you guys could see. So again, if you are, or if you don't know this or whatever, Harlot tells everybody the best way to turn on your memberships, but I believe it's by the chat in that $. You click on that, and then you could go to membership gifting, and in that you have to turn on your gifted memberships. So I am about to gift 5 Mind Behind True Crime memberships. Let's see who it goes to. Boom, let's see. Congratulations to, let's see. It's doing something crazy. Oh, it's because I have that open. Let me shut up. All right, now it stopped. Sorry about that. It's because I had the other one open. So let me tell you who our memberships went to. Lynn, Allen, and went right over Army Vet. Go figure. A recent report shows that Fort Humans Intelligence Training Center teaches soldiers how to evade adversary surveillance, including facial recognition systems. That would be effed up if that, oh my gosh. So we have Lynn, we have Alpha, Judy, Seawood, and Anna. Welcome to the Minds Behind True Crimes. And Mark, welcome for coming on in. I want to welcome all the people that are just coming. Congratulations to all the new members. Hopefully everybody enjoys their membership. We're just a crazy bunch over here. We've been called crazy by someone else. We love it. Kitty Cat is her name, just in case. Kitty Cat, meow. But she called us crazy. Well, she didn't call us crazy. She said that I'm aligning myself with my crazy subs. So, I was like, what? No thank you, Kitty Cat. Go meow and leave me alone. And I will lead the crazies. Like, who says that to someone? People are just unbelievable. My God. Okay, so there goes our 5 memberships. We're gonna do this for another few minutes, and then I will wrap it up. You are so welcome, Lynn. I am so happy that you are here. Let's see. Who's Mean Girls? Oh, Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat's attorney? What, does Kitty Cat have an attorney? I didn't know anything, so I ain't worried about it, but that's interesting. Donna is a very good person and knows her intuition when she does her work. She's awesome. Thank you for saying that, Ramona, because I feel bad for Donna sometimes. This is a thing. On YouTube, there are so many niches that you could be into. I mean, there's people that, I don't know, that just look up coins. Like, there's just so many things that people look up. Ashtrays, like how to, I don't know, sew. Like, there's just so many things you could look up other than true crime. So I feel like she has her following, and good for her. Just like anybody else, if there was an atheist and they have a following, like, I'm not going to judge either way. So when I bring a creator, whether it's Donna, anybody, I don't even want to just start naming creators, but anybody, it's not necessarily, you guys have to remember, I haven't been doing this that long, so I don't even know creators well enough to align myself with anyone, except for, and not everybody loves when I say this, but it doesn't bother me, DT. So Daniel has bent over backwards for me. Like, he's just been so kind to me. I know some people, will say things here or there, but it doesn't bother me, again, because I go by how people treat me, and he's been so good to me. So he is all good in my book. But other than Daniel, I haven't really gotten close to any other creators enough to say. So I do apologize from now if I ever present someone that you're not totally down with. But just remember, if there's something that I should know, just reach out to me and let me know. You know what I mean? And then I can make an informed decision after that. But I'm sure I'm going to mess up at some point and put someone up at some point that other people are going to be like, oh my gosh. DT cheers. Thank you for saying that, Animal. I love me some Daniel. Yep, I'm very thankful for Daniel. And I almost said her name, so let me read. Steelers fan. I always almost say people's real names, and I'm like, am I the only person on YouTube that's like, my name's Jaime Vona? I'm like, the few people that do have first and last names, is that even your name? Am I the only person on YouTube that was like, oh, here you go, you could just have it all? I thought nothing of it. But inside of Nancy's house is everybody's DNA from her daughter to the kidnappers. So this is the thing about the DNA, though, Army Vet. What they said was they were able to rule out. So apparently there's like, her kids, her in-law, like the in-laws, grandkids, stuff like that. They were able to rule all them out of this DNA that they found. And they went as far as looking into, and I think everybody was willing to give up their DNA. So I don't think that, as far as I know, nobody said you can't have my DNA. But they tested even people that would come in for nursing and stuff like that, and nothing. So there's this one DNA that's isolated that they need to figure out whose it is. Somebody said that me and DT are good together. Love you both together. Thank you so much for saying that, Wendy. You know what it is? I think just sometimes the people that comment are either the people that really have something negative to say, so they really feel like they have to tell you how they feel, or something really nice, and there's usually not a whole lot in between. So I think I just read some of the other ones. I probably shouldn't even read the comments, but I always promise everyone, and this is for all of you here tonight too, If when we hang up and you write a comment on any of my videos, I write back. You know what I mean? Oh, you found me from DT? See, that's so nice. He's been so good to me. I will never forget how good he's been to me, just like I will never forget my first 5,000 subs. So thank you. And there's still a few seats left if you want to be one of my first 5,000 subs. Do you know what that just reminded me of? And I kind of want to back up a little bit. Do you remember when Lauren and John were like, what is it, the first 144? But I didn't say that. And like, mine isn't tied to anything biblical. Mine's tied to like YouTube videos that are like, oh, your first 5,000, da da da. So that's what I'm going on. Okay, 144,000. Hey Higgins, were you, out of curiosity, you don't have to tell me, but was anybody in here a gem in the first 144,000? I was. I'll be honest, I was. I don't, you know what I mean? I didn't know any better until a lot of other people. But the other thing I didn't do was say that once we get there, we're going to go to the Bellagio and have a pool party. I don't know. And I don't even have to say alleged. I was literally live on that night when, I think there were multiple nights that they talked about their Bellagio party. Which again, to each their own. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's livelihood. I'm just saying I'm not having a party at the Bellagio after 5,000 subs. I wish I could. If I could, we'd all be there. Hi, Cassie. I think he's using a bite light. You are so correct. I totally agree with you. Do you guys also agree with that? Let me see what else I have here. And then I'll wrap it up. But a good night, you guys. Oh, this is another thing. So, the next thing I have, we've heard about the glove, right? So the glove that they found. However, they actually think that this glove, I think they found 16 gloves altogether within a certain amount of, area around the house. But I think that they were able to discard a lot of them as people that were searching at some point or another or doing, yard work, stuff like that. But there was one that was suspicious for whatever reason, and that was that glove. I think you'll see it again here. But let's
Search for Nancy Guthrie has captivated.
So this is, oh my gosh, what am I on? I am on CBS Evening News. So this is from CBS Evening News. Oh, look, I forgot. Subscribe and like. That's how quick it takes to subscribe and like, you guys. If you would hook me up with a subscribe and like, I'd so appreciate it. If I just get a few more likes, they'll put me out into the algorithm even further. Okay, let's watch this.
The nation. There have been tantalizing clues since the 84-year-old's disappearance from her Tucson home and video, of course, of a masked intruder, but so far, no suspect. CBS's Andres Gutierrez in Tucson with new details tonight about a possible critical clue. Andres.
Good evening, Jerika. A possible breakthrough in this case. Tonight, the FBI is awaiting forensic results of a recovered glove that could lead them to a possible suspect. Authorities say the glove is similar to the one seen on the suspect's hand in this doorbell surveillance camera. Soon, the FBI says it will enter the unknown male profile into its DNA database. If there's a hit.
I don't know if you guys noticed, and I don't know that we're going to see it on this particular video, but when DT and I were going over this, we both noticed that the one glove eventually gets a hole in it. So it's not a hole to where you see skin, it's a hole to where you see another black glove.
It could lead to the man who abducted the 84-year-old.
I believe it's on the left hand.
How much pressure is law enforcement under with all of the public attention this particular case is getting?
A lot of pressure. And
so Army Vet was saying that they didn't find Nancy's glove and that, Nancy's DNA on the glove, and that it's a little deceptive and stuff. And then even, Wendy would add that you would have to have more than just the perp here, and I could see why. So this would be my thing. By itself, it might not be incriminating, because if it's just one person's DNA, then how do you know that it's not one of the other people that said that they were searching, right? So how do you isolate this one person or make this one person different than the rest? The only thing I could think of is that there's another piece of evidence that backs this piece of evidence up. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying that's what I would guess. I can't believe this, you guys. So are you saying about how tall the perp was? 5'10"? How about when we looked it up on ChatGPT? Everything ChatGPT said was correct so far, including the height. Now, I will say, it wasn't that hard. Anybody could have probably did it. I just told it to look up the length of average bricks, and then I looked up the average wall, and they're like 80 inches or something, or whatever. I don't know, but there's like an average size. So you could have figured it out that way, but I just thought it was interesting.
It's not just the pressure, but the overwhelming amount of tips, the notoriety of the case.
We beg you now to return our mother to us.
Those pleas from Guthrie's children, with the world watching their anguish these last 15 days. Thousands of tips ended in fizzled leads, including this delivery driver.
I hope you get the suspect, 'cause I'm not it.
Friday night, another false
That was
start.
terrible.
Police searched this nearby residence and an SUV. Still no suspects.
So you're leaning forward, essentially being aggressive in the case because you're looking for the victim. And rightfully so, you should do that. So it's not unusual that you're seeing all this activity without a resolution for a case like this.
Tonight, there's growing scrutiny of the investigation, including the removal of crime scene tape in the first 24 hours after Guthrie was reported missing.
You know, Monday morning quarterback, I probably would have, but I'll say this. We processed the scene, we got what we thought was complete.
Oh, wait, you're at Fort, how do you say that? I don't want to butcher that. So, and Fiji, you too? Or Jerry? You guys, we have Army vet. I don't know why I thought you were like post-military. I didn't realize you were still. You guys, for all of you military members out there, thank you for being brave so that we could be free. Because let me be honest, this bitch over here would have gotten us all in trouble. I have the worst startle reflex, and I cry about all the things. Oh my God, it would have been so bad. Army vet would have taken care of me just so that I didn't get everybody else killed. That bad. I'm like, I'm one of them. They'd be like, they're right there. That would be it. So I do not have what it takes to do that. So thank you for those of you who, even if you don't, that you still do it. So thank you. Without you, we'd be nothing. Yes, I love that.
Law enforcement observers urge caution before second guessing.
You know, of course, there could have been things in the investigation that we don't know about that they might have done differently.
The FBI says it's now working through more than 13,000 tips, but now we wait to see if the DNA investigators have and leads them closer to a suspect and Nancy Guthrie. Jerika?
All right, Andres Gutierrez,
We have
thank
a new
you.
subscriber, yes. Thank you so much. You guys, what is Harvey saying? Is there like a 55th? I have to give it a like because I want to see what it said. Is he saying that there's a fourth thing now? Look, fourth demand letter. What do you guys think of TMZ's fourth demand letter? What do you think? Is this a red herring? Because we're talking about the car being a red herring, or the gun show. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. The run show being a red herring, stuff like that. But could this be, or is there something to this? And my thing is this. Even if this is now like a separate thing, like even if it's not connected, do you guys agree with me at least that whoever did this still needs to be, they still need to seek this person out? Because I feel like if not, other people would do this, like if it's not connected. You know what I mean? So I feel like they have to make a statement out of this person, whoever they may be. What do you guys think about that?
That you actually provided the information that led to the capture. So we have put this on social media.
Oh, Cassie,
we
I
have
hope
put
so.
it on the website, and we're doing it on our television shows so that if this person is watching this, hey, public record, the pressure is on the
75?
FBI to do the right thing. This assuming that your information is correct. If it's not correct, you should know you're committing a crime. In fact, he even says he knows it's
That's what I was
correct,
just
and
saying.
he's being truthful. But I will say this. I got to remember that we did not expect, after we got the second note, we did not expect to hear from this person. They said, this is it, you're never going to hear from me again. Then they again wrote to us on Friday and said that they were reaching out one more time because they felt like the FBI was not taking them seriously, but they said that was the last time. This time,
They want money.
This person has reached out. They want money,
They want
obviously.
money.
But they also said they saw the latest video that Savannah posted, and they felt very badly for her. They really do.
But if they felt badly, they give the information.
But I have to protect myself and my family. So this person says,
That's so crazy.
I know what I saw 5 days ago south of the border, and I was told to shut up. So I know who he is, he meaning the kidnapper, and that was definitely Nancy with them. So this is the second
another
time
reference
he is making it.
What do you guys think of that? My thing is this. With all due respect. Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. With all due respect. I don't know that I think Miss Nancy is with us. And again, I mean that with all respect. There's no other way to say it. So, this is my thing. I thought, if you think about it, we're talking about an 85-year-old woman who couldn't walk very far, right? So she needed assistance, she needed medication, all the different things. And my thing is this, if it was the first few days in, and we're talking about a ransom and stuff like that, maybe, but we're like 3 weeks out now, so you would have to assume that this person is capable of doing something so antisocial on one hand, and at the same time do something so pro-social on the other. And that's where my problem lies. I'm just looking at human behavior. Does that make sense to you guys? So what I mean by antisocial, like anti-society, so be able to break into someone's house thinking that that's... Yes! Cal! Thank you! Oh my God! Thank you so much for becoming a member. Wow. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. That was so generous. Thank you to you, and welcome to our crazy family where we all are there for each other. So, do you guys agree with me? How could you do something so bad that it would rise to this level, and at the same time do something so good that you're taking care of, feeding, giving the medication to, all the... What? Yes! Oh my gosh! Cuff you! Cuff you! Thank you, Cuff you! Oh my God, you guys! You guys are so special. So, oh my God, Cuff you! That was so very generous of you. So, welcome to Robin, Unravel, Amber's Going Down the Rabbit Hole, True Crime Queen, and the Pirates. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Army Vet keeps getting blown over. Army Vet, we have to get you your membership. And he's like writing and stuff. Usually it goes to the people that write. We'll get you, Army Vet. Don't worry. That's the least we could all figure out and do, right? Oh, thank you, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. I'm like speechless. I can't talk. I'm in timeout. It isn't worth it to me. She knew someone was in the house. Wait, what? Got up to see what? So wait, where do you think... I keep catching these, like... I don't know, these comment thingies that I'm not exactly sure, so... Where are we getting this from? Wait, I am hiding from YouTube. Oh, so Army Vet, you have your things turned off maybe? I was going to say, how do, like, people are gifted memberships and it's going right over you. That might be it. You might have your things off. Okay, I respect that. You guys, we made huge strides tonight in our subs. So if you would like to, there's still, we're getting real tight on the first 5,000 people. There's still a few spots left, so make sure you hit subscribe. It's free. Dr. Vona, do you have an email where people can send you info? So, that's an interesting question. Okay, so this is the thing. Oh wait, A. Higgins, don't you have it from Gypsy or no? Am I mixing that up? Wait, what is it? The Jerry. I made the first 5K. You did the Jerry? Oh my God. Congratulations. Hold on. Go to channel. You guys go over to the Jerry. Jerry, I just subscribed to you. So let's see what happens. Okay. Awesome. See, we all have to help each other here. We all have each other's back. You have a fire chat. Oh, thank you, Army Vet. That was very nice of you. Fiji, you should still be able to do it on your phone. Hi, Casey. You're still here? That's good. Oh, you made it in my time. Well, whatever. You still have so many 100 subs, and now I'm one of them. So there you go. I'm proud to be it. And if anybody else has a channel, please. Oh, thank you, Kel. If anybody else has a channel, just let us know. And I'm all about supporting each other. You came from Clutch. Let me tell you something about Justin. If his makeup is not the best, I need to know what kind of makeup he wears. His lipstick, oh my God. The pink one, there's like a pink one that he wears sometimes. It looks so good, like on his skin, like with his blonde hair. I don't think it would look good with like red hair or whatever, but I'm like, what? He does his eye makeup better than I do. I'm like, what's happening? I just love him. What else do we have here? Good evening, chat. Hi, Dawn. Come on in, Dawn. Hi, Robin. Hi, Lynn. Oh my God, you guys. I feel so... He used to do makeup tutorials. Shut up, Kel. That's it. I knew it. I knew there had to be some... He works for a mortician, YouTube? Oh, wait. Hold on. I need to stop this because I need to talk. Wait, what? Hold on. Stop. I'm like... Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. How do I stop share? Hide on screen. So wait, let's reread this. He works for a mortician. So the reason I'm like, wait, what? Is because... And hair, you're right. His hair is good. He used to. I don't know if he still does. It's interesting because my daughter, Ava, she's a senior now. And she's up in the air. She doesn't know if she wants to be a mortician or a psychiatrist. I was like, okay, I'm down with either one, girl. You go do your thing. Just make sure, and this might sound so sexist, but from the bottom of my heart, make sure that you could do your own thing if you ever have to someday. That's all I ever say. I just don't ever want them to be in a situation where they feel like they have to be somewhere. And that's one of the things I learned growing up too. Or at least that was infused into me, whether it's a good message or not. That's more of a Jaime Vona thing, and I didn't really think it out Dr. Vona-wise, so let me be honest. Morticians don't have to put up with as much BS. You're right, and this is the thing, if she wants to be a mortician, so I said that to my daughter, Neva, and you want to know what she said back to me? She said, Mom, what makes you think that I wouldn't own the crematorium as well? I was like, bitch, go do your thing. I lucked out with these two kids I have. Their clients don't talk back. Stop it now, Cal. I'm dead. So, I'm dead. There was no pun intended. So, she already has her slogan. If she's a mortician and owns her business, she has a shirt already that says it. It says, my day starts when your day ends. I'm like, that's fucking genius. Okay? My day starts when your day ends. Come on. I was like, and just think, she'll make all this look great. Can't ask for more, right? But if she's a psychiatrist, we're talking like Xannies. I'm just kidding, you guys. However, I will say, when she said it to me, she was like, so Mom, it's between mortician and psychiatrist. And I just looked and she's like, what? Like she didn't know what I was thinking. And I'm like, would I rather look pretty when I'm dead or have Xanax when I'm alive? And she was like, Mom, I'm like, I'm just kidding. But you know, I have to make jokes. Let's see. Family and friends can give bad reviews. Oh, geez. I love morbid sense humor. Oh my God, there's a mortician before we hang up. So this is the deal. Let me close up the Nancy Guthrie stuff. So let me just show you this last thing, and it's not even showing you. I just want to point out what I didn't get to so that if somebody does want to get to it, they can. But I went to the Pima County Superior Court, which anybody can go to, obviously. And if you just put in Daly, Luke Daly, I did say that I wanted to put in her name real quick just to see. So let's see, Kayla, I'm not going to read all the things, but I'm going to see Day, like Lucy Day. Lucy's going to kill me. Okay, so there's nothing there. Oh, how about I did it the opposite way? I put the first name last. See, straight A stupid, you guys. I know exactly what I'm talking about in psychology, but this. Oh my God. I don't even say, oh my gosh. What? That's a lot. What? Oh my God, you guys. So her record goes back to 2014. Wow. She was arrested in 2014, 2015, 2016. Oh, she was good in 2017, 18, and 19. Oh, it looks like she was actually good for a while, you guys. So it looks like 14, 15, and 16, there was issues. And then it skips to 2021. And it looks like she gets in trouble again in 2021 and then in 2022. And then not again until 2024 and a few times in 2025. All right, let's see what this is. So on 5/27, is this the last one? I'm seeing if this is not last, but the latest. I think so, 5/27. And there's one up top for 5/27. Now I have to see what it is. Hold on. Share this tab instead. Let me make sure I shared the right thing. Okay, I think I did. So with this one, oh, we have AKAs. Also known as, what? Oh my God. So Luke Anthony Daly was in custody, and it says Kayla Noel Day. Let's see what happens when I click on this. Oh, I always say that I'm going to hang up and stuff, and then I'm on here for another hour. Let's see. Oh, it just gave me, it opened it up to another document. But let's see. So this is narcotics possession, misconduct involving weapons. What? What the actual... What the rug paraphernalia is going on? Narcotic possession, use, paraphernalia violation, misconduct involving weapons. What does that mean? I've heard of possession where you don't have a license for that, but I've never heard of that. Does anybody know what that is? Army vet, do you know what that is? Again, I'm looking to see what misconduct involving weapons would mean. Now, I did tell you that could be anything, I bet, because remember I told you the other day that my husband's friends, and well, they were my friends too, growing up, and a bunch of boys, they were younger, and they pushed a sheet of ice. It wasn't that big, it wasn't a sheet, but they pushed like a block of ice off of the over ramp, and it almost hit a car. So they had to give up at least one person out of all of them, or they were all going down. So the one gives himself up or whatever, and they charged him and convicted him with propulsion of a missile. I was like, what? Crazy. So I don't know, that could probably mean anything. So let's see, forfeiture, what's this? It's a bond hearing. So this says, Miss Brown moves the court to order the forfeiture of bond and argues to the court, the state has laid the foundation. No one has appeared to provide any information to explain the defendant's failure to appear. Oh, so she didn't show up. There's no reason to believe it was due to incarceration from a different crime. oh my God, the court finds the defendant's failure to appear to be willful. Oh my God. The surety or bond poster has not provided any mitigating evidence. The state continues to suffer cost, inconvenience, and prejudice from defendant's failure to appear. It is ordered the bond is forfeited in its entirety. The court will sign the form order to be provided by the state. Oh, damn. And then the other ones, oh my gosh, you guys, there's there's so much stuff here. I can't even. What's happening? All right, let's see. What's this? So that was the latest one. So I won't go past. I think that's the latest one. Let me just make sure. For that one, and then I will. Oh wait, we have a 7. What was this date? Oh, 1/15/26. You guys, that's when it was. I was. So, oh wow. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. You guys. So there was a jury trial set for February. There is a jury trial, so everybody mark your calendars. Oh, I'm gonna star this. And I'm gonna look in this later because I want to go back over that. A. Higgins, I still remember about that email thing. Try to use the force to remember what it was, and if you don't, let me know. We'll get it to you. The only reason I say that too is because I have so many emails, you guys, like actual emails from the different colleges and universities I work at, and I don't like to do things that I can't 100% commit to. So this is the thing. If you don't mind, sometimes you guys, if I don't always get back to you because of the other 1,000 emails I have to write before I fall asleep, then I'd be okay with it. So let's see what happens. But A. Higgins, I swear, I shared it with you guys before. But again, if you don't have it, we'll get it to you. Go on Discord and hit me or cuff you up in Discord, in the private chat, and we can get it to you that way. Okay, so this is, there's being no objection for the reasons stated on the record. So you guys, we have to mark this down. So the jury trial is set for February 24th, 2026. Oh, it's reset till May 19, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Wow. The subpoena shall remain in full force and effect. Mr. Scalepi is directed to file a trial acknowledgement. Another Paisan. Look at that. You guys, so that's in the future. That's crazy. And this was right before. A lot of this stuff, you guys, is new. I know a lot of people were like, why are people going back to May? But the truth is, if you just look, it continues. It is ordered that an NCIC arrest warrant. What's the NCIC, you guys? NCIC, let's see. I'm not sure. It is ordered that an NCIC arrest warrant issue for the arrest of the defendant in the event a bond has been posted in this matter. It is ordered that this matter be referred to for commencement of bond forfeiture proceedings. Oh, so this was where they, wow, it says both cases. How many cases are there? Wow. So that was right before. So let's just say, oh my God, you guys, are you serious? This is crazy. You guys have to go through these. Again, this is the Clerk Superior Court electronic documents. It's the website, record search. And right now we are looking up Kayla Day. However, a lot of these say the state of Arizona versus Kayla Noel Day. And then some of them say, where did I just see his name? Oh, what's this? Kayla versus Richard Lee Casey. And then there's the state of Arizona versus Richard Lee Casey. So it looks like there's more than one person that she gets in trouble with, because Luke Anthony Day et al. Is on the one from 5/27/2025. The one from Richard Lee Casey is on 10/25/2022. And that was, there was a reassignment. Family support. Oh, was this for child support? Oh my God, she failed to appear for this too? Notice of program completion for parent ed courses. Oh, wow. There was a petition to modify parenting time, and this is back in 2024. Wait, this goes all the way back to petition to establish child support, 9/27/2021. So this kid is not a baby. Oh, wow. And it just keeps going. 2021, 2022, 2023. 2023, there wasn't that much. There was just reassignments. And then 2024, there was a bunch of stuff. 2025, modification. Let me see if there's anything here. All right, let's see this one. This is respondent's petition to parenting time. This says, petitioner is not present. Surprise, surprise. The court finds the following regarding the child's best interest. Okay, so the best interest. All right. First, the past, present, and potential future relationship between the parent and the child. Respondent testified that he has had a positive relationship with the minor child, that since October 2024, he has served as the primary custodian of the minor child, and that this time has caused the relationship between him and the minor child to blossom. Respondent further testified that petitioner's contact with the minor child has been minimal since October of 2024, consisting primarily of a couple of phone calls. Aww. The minor child's relationship with respondent is good, and the minor child's relationship with petitioner has been minimal for at least the past 6 months. Number 2, the interaction and interrelationship of the child with the child's parent or parents, the child's siblings, and any other person who may significantly affect the child's best interest. Respondent testified that the minor child has maintained a relationship with her, so it's a girl. Oh, that's horrible, you guys. The respondent testified that the minor child has maintained a relationship with her maternal aunt, maternal grandmother, and maternal cousins. Respondent has made great efforts to ensure that those connections have been maintained despite the petitioner's absence. Respondent further testified that the minor child also has a good relationship with the respondent's side of the family. The minor child has a positive relationship with both sides of the family. The child's adjustment to homeschool in the community, based on the testimony, the minor child is well adjusted to her current homeschooling community. If the child is of suitable age and maturity, the wishes of the child as to legal decision making and parenting time. The minor child is 5 years old. So this was as of, so I guess the kid's like 6 now, and is not sufficient age and maturity for the court to consider her wishes. The mental and physical health of all individuals involved. Respondent is mentally and physically healthy and capable of safe, appropriate parenting. Respondent testified that, oh my God, thank you for the sub. Wow, thank you. Oh yeah, absolutely, Cassie. I think there's addiction here, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so. Respondent testified that he believes petitioner has been diagnosed as severely mentally ill. So wait, here he's saying that the respondent, so the dad, is mentally and physically capable, but is saying that the mom, so Kayla, that he believes that she has been diagnosed as severely mentally ill, either through bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder, and is currently suffering from addiction. There is reason to believe that petitioner is not currently physically and mentally healthy enough to safely and appropriately parent the minor child. Which parent is more likely to allow the child frequent, meaningful, and continued contact with the other parent? Petitioner has been almost completely absent from the minor child's life for over 6 months. Therefore, the respondent is the more likely parent to permit frequent, meaningful contact. Whether one parent intentionally misled the court to cause an unnecessary delay, to increase the cost of litigation, or to persuade the court to give legal decision-making or parenting time preference to that parent, neither party has. Oh, that's good to know. The eighth thing is whether there has been domestic v or child persistent to, so, child endangerment, but child abuse. So let's see here. I need a drink, you guys. So I'm turning this off for 1 second, but I'm still going to read. Okay, let me just take a step real quick. All right, number 8. The respondent testified that there has been historic domestic v between the parties. For the purposes of this hearing, to the extent necessary, the respondent has rebutted any presumptions against awarding sole legal decision-making pursuant to given the history of this case. Number 9, the nature and extent of coercion, or duress used by parent in obtaining an agreement regarding legal decision-making or parenting time. And then it says this is not a factor. Oh, thank God. This is not a factor at issue, and none has been alleged. Oh, that's good to know, you guys. That would have been really, really heartbreaking. And then 10, all of this is heartbreaking. And then 10 is whether a parent has complied with Chapter 3, Article 5 of Title 25, the parent education course. And it says, historically, both parties have. So both parties, both mom and dad, both completed the parenting education course. Oh, that's interesting. So historically, both parties have, and then whether each parent was convicted of an act of false reporting of child abuse or neglect under the statute, and it says neither party has. The court finds as follows regarding the level of decision making that is in the child's best interest pursuant to the factors in the legislation number. The agreement or lack of an agreement by the parents regarding joint legal decision making. The petitioner is not present and has submitted no response. Therefore, the court is unsure if there's a lack of agreement. Wait, what? Now I'm confused. Wasn't he on? Oh no, he's the respondent. He's the respondent, right? Wait. Yes, okay, I'm sorry. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, wait, he drops out, but he doesn't. I'm sorry. Oh, thank God. So, the respondent he's the respondent and she's the petitioner. Okay, so she was not present. Surprise, surprise. It seems to be her thing. And you don't even have to say alleged because she's not present in like any of these. I haven't seen one yet where she was present. Every one of them she's not present. And in some of them there was a court order to be present and she wasn't present. So this says, historically both parties have. That was for the education thing. Neither party has neglect. The agreement or lack of agreement by the parents regarding joint legal decision making. The petitioner is not present and has submitted no response. Therefore, the court is unsure if there's a lack of agreement. Whether the parents' lack of agreement is unreasonable or is influenced by an issue not related to the child's best interests. Based upon the petitioner's non-involvement, the court is uncertain as to this factor. So there you go. That's what you get for not showing up, right? Like if you can't show up and say what your position is, then it's hard to, you know what I mean? Like how's the judge going to do anything with that? Which actually probably worked out to the best interest of the child, honestly. So this next part says, past, present, and future abilities of the parent to cooperate in decision making about the child To the extent required by the order of joint legal decision making, the parties have sporadic interactions and petitioner is unable to consistently maintain communication. Oh, wow. So the next one is about whether legal decision-making arrangement is logistically possible, and it says technically it would be, as both parties live in the same city and have the ability to communicate. Thor, come here, stop. However, the petitioner has been missing and largely unresponsive for the past 6 months. Wow, that's so sad. It is ordered awarding respondent sole legal decision-making and sole physical custody of the minor child. Oh, well, he must have been so happy. The orders entered herein are final and appealable orders pursuant to Rule 78C of the Arizona Rules of Family Law Procedure, as there are no other matters that remain pending before the court. Respondent is informed by the court that family court forms are available from the law library and resource center on the 2nd floor, And then it says, it tells him that he can get other forms online, that it must be printed, That's it. And it says the court refers this matter to the 4D court for the purposes of evaluation of child support. Oh, would she still have to pay child support? How would she be able to? I wonder how that works. But you guys, I think that worked out the way it was supposed to, right? Let's see if there's any others that are like jump out at you. I'm actually like taken back by that one a little bit. So that was on 5/27. I wonder what happened on 5/2. That was like right before this. Oh, there you go. There you go. So, oh wow. So we have narcotic drug possession and use. 3 counts of that. Then we have drug paraphernalia violation. Oh my gosh. This is, she gets her bond taken away. Wow. Let's see if there's anything here. Non-resetting. No, let's do, what's this? Arraignment? Let's see what the arraignment says. So this is Tuesday, June 24, 2025. So this is a pretrial conference. The defendant is advised that his or her failure to appear for trial could result, oh gosh, does she appear? Confirming the public defender as counsel. So she has a public defender, which is normal, right? And then the defendant shall provide current address and current phone number to his or her defense attorney within 48 hours. Wow. The defendant to meet with the defense counsel within 25 days, failure to contact, and it just gives all kinds of fees. And it says notice to counsel, coverage counsel for the state and defense counsel shall be prepared to inform the court if a plea agreement has been tendered and inform the court regarding the status of disclosure. Defense counsel shall provide a specific description of outstanding disclosure, if any. Absent a compelling reason specifically articulated in written motion, the case management conference will not be continued by written stipulation or oral motion. Sign the judge. Why does it seem like this girl doesn't show up to anything? There was a motion to withdraw, but I guess it didn't go through. Oh, the grand jury. Let's see if there's anything there. Oh, okay. Oh. So this, you guys, is Daniel J.K. Constant, or that's the judge. Hold on. The defendant is Daniel Jaramillo. Oh, another Paisan. What are all these people Italian over here? Oh, Philly girl. They're all out there too. All right. It's ordered assigning in this case, So the defendant, Daniel Jaramillo, 001, being currently in custody with the bond requirements of $5,000. Don't we only have to pay 10%? It is ordered that bond remains set in that amount with notice of supervening indictment to issue, returnable Friday, May. So they have to return on Friday, May 9th. Wow. So is that usually how it is? I didn't realize that does the bond get returned to you if you show up to court? Is that how that works? And then it's ordered assigning this case, and it says to Christopher Browning, it's further ordered that a direct summons issue as to the defendant, returnable, da-da-da. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. Hold on. The court accepts the filing of the attached allegation. Here we go. The court accepts the filing of the attached allegation, and here it's ordered. I know that's another order. A summons. Okay, so this one says there's a requirement for the defendants to appear at the Pima County Superior Court Judicial Security Office prior thereto for fingerprinting and photographing. The court accepts the filing of the attached allegation. It is ordered, defendant Kayla Noel Day, being currently released to pretrial service, is ordered continuing those conditions of release with notice of supervening indictment to issue returnable Friday, May 9th. The court accepts the filing of the attached allegations, but there's no attached allegations here, so let's go back and see if there's anything here. Oh, well. That was reassignment. Let's see real quick what the case management conference is. So again, if you're just joining recently, this is, we're looking up who Kayla Day is, and Kayla Noel Day, as well as Luke Daly. So that's what we were looking up. So we just happen to find like a rap sheet for both. So for this one, there's this is just requesting a pretrial conference. That wasn't really anything. So let's go back to this and see if there's anything here that we should look at. Let's see. I should go back to her very first one and see. Let's see what her very first one is, if it's for rugs. Let's see. Yeah, rug violation. So this is in 2014. So she's been dealing with rugs for over a decade. I wonder if she has some type of background and she's afraid to show up to the court or some kind of warrant. Michael, she's not showing up for anything, Michael. Right? It's crazy. Like they say like she keeps not showing up. But you guys, this just shows me that she's had an issue with addiction for over 10 years. If the little girl's 5, like, was she pregnant? Was she using when pregnant? I mean, I don't know that she was, but you know what I mean? And is he like sober? Did he just meet her? So, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there, but I wonder what she was found with. Initial appearance on petition to revoke. The defendant present in custody for once. It's her first one, that's why. The defendant, having received a copy of the amended petition to revoke probation, dated July 28, 2024, waives its reading and states that she wishes to enter an admission. It is ordered appointing the public defender. Let's see. So the court finds that there is a factual basis for the admission. So the court regarding a factual basis. All right, so what is she admitting to? Oh, I guess for the rug offense. Duh. The defendant is questioned by the court regarding her understanding of the possible consequences of entering an admission to the allegation contained in the amended petition to revoke probation dated July 28, 2014, and the constitutional rights she waived by entering said admission. The defendant enters an admission to allegation number 1 contained in the amended petition to revoke petition dated July 28, 2014. The defendant is questioned by the court regarding a factual basis for the entry of the admission. The court finds that there is factual basis for the admission. The court also finds that the defendant enters the admission knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily, and that the defendant is in violation of the conditions of probation set forth in this allegation. It is ordered that allegations number 2 and 3 contained in the amended petition to revoke probation dated July 28, 2014 are dismissed. Oh, so they made a deal where she pled to the first count and they dropped the second and third. It is ordered that the defendant's condition of release are hereby revoked and the defendant shall be held in custody without bond pending the next hearing. It is ordered that supplemental presence report be prepared by the adult probation department. Conditions of release in order. You guys, so you know what this says to me? So this is the first time that she's getting in trouble, right? So August 4th, 2014. I don't know exactly how old she is. I know that it said that he was born in 1998. I'm not sure when she was born. I'm sure it says it somewhere. Let me see. No, I don't know. But she's got multiple bench warrants out for her arrest. Wow. So she was already defying the court back then, you guys. Wow. This is also rug paraphernalia. Oh my God, there's just so much. And a lot of these are revoking the agreements that she made because she violates them. Oh, what's this one that it just made me download? Hold on. What is this? Oh, it's only one page. It wasn't anything big. Oh, so this one, all right, it's nothing big. However, I'm not going to like redo the whole thing just to pull this one sentence up. But it does say that Francesco Salazar is being currently in custody with bond requirements of $2,500. It's ordered that bond remains set in that amount, and then you go down further. And then it says, okay, and it says defendant Kayla Noel Day being currently in custody with bond requirements of $5,500. It's ordered that bond remain set in that amount with notice of supervening indictment to issue returnable. So if she comes back on April 17, 2014, the court accepts the filing of the allegation of committing a felony while on probation, parole, work furlough, or any other release or escape, and the allegation of prior conviction. What? Wow. So again, the court accepts the filing of the allegation of committing a felony while on probation, parole, work furlough, or any other release or escape, and the allegation of prior conviction. So it just shows here that she's already part of the court system, right, by this point. So, and it seems like she goes in and out of the court. Not in and out, really. She's more in than out. But that it's like a revolving door for her almost. So wait, let me see if this is something I should read. Oh gosh, she's in, oh my God. There's another one that she's in violation. Hold on, I feel like I should show you this. Let me share. Okay, here we go. Alright, so this is, let me make it bigger. This is the state of Arizona versus Kayla. And, oh, her date of birth, you guys, is 12/14/93. 12/14/93. So how old is she? 32. She's 32, I guess. Right? Am I wrong? I think she's 32. Anyway. So that means she had her kid at like 25. Okay. So the defendant is present and in custody. All right. So this is back. Oh my gosh, there's just so many arrests. I don't even understand. So it says that the defendant violated the terms and conditions of probation, and all the parties are granted leave to address the court. It is the judgment of the court that the defendant is in violation of the terms and conditions of probation granted on April 9, 2012 for the offense of amended count 5, attempted burglary in the second degree, a class 4 felony, non-dangerous, non-repetitive offense in the violations committed on August 13, 2011. It's ordered that the defendant's probation is hereby revoked. It is further ordered that the defendant is committed to the custody of the Arizona Department of Corrections for a mitigated term of 1 year commencing on May 19, 2014. The defendant shall be given credit for 299 days time served. So her daughter wasn't born yet. It is further ordered that the term of community supervision is waived in the event the defendant is released by the Department of Corrections on a temporary release. The length of probation shall be extended to include the time on temporary release. And that's the end of that one. Wow, you guys. I feel like we could be here till tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, wait, do we have Casey? Congrats. What are we congrats? Let's see. Oh my God, 14 years? And medical cannabis, I don't really see as rugs. That's fantastic, you guys. There's a serious echo. Does anybody else hear an echo? I think I'm going to wrap it up anyway. It's getting late. And I have a funeral tomorrow. My cousin passed. So other people are saying that they don't have an echo. So I think it was Explore Core. Yeah, Explore Core. Sometimes it's YouTube. Just like either go out and come back in or refresh the page and it should go away. Oh, thank you, A. Higgins. I cheated. No, you did not. Truth, you did not cheat. That is not cheating. No, that is not cheating, girlfriend. Oh, I'm glad you don't hear an echo. I'm so proud of all of you that are sober. Wow. So, okay. Where is my picture? There I am. So, we went over a lot. You know what I mean? A lot. There's a lot to digest here. There's clearly a reason, in my opinion, to at least look at these two to see if they would do something to maybe... Had anybody seen it? I don't know if you saw this, so I don't know that it's related, but there was a neighbor that showed their Ring camera, and there's a guy, like, out front, it looks like he's, like, I don't know that if I'm gonna, he shouldn't be there, put it that way. If he was on my front step, like, I definitely would be getting extra security system or whatever, because, oh. But did anybody see that video? Oh, the echo's gone. There you go, Explore Core. Exactly. You did not cheat. You still chose not to use every single day. I agree with that 100%. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Oh, you guys are so supportive. I can't even take it. No school, but the in the background is still there. Oh, no. Anyway, you said they definitely seem a little sketchy. So that's my thing. Like, at least look, and I think everybody should be looked at. You know what I mean? And then, at this point, are you following the news live, and how long will you be on for? BB, I think I'm going to be wrapping it up soon. I've been on for almost 3 hours, and then I was on for like 45 minutes earlier, but... oh, Truth, that's great. But, BB, if you go over to our Discord, we often like continue over there. So not that I go live over there, but you know, everybody shares with each other. You'll subscribe. Oh, baby. Thank you. Let's see, is there anything happening live? Let me look real quick before we hang up. Now I'm like wondering. Because what if there is, and I've been reading court documents. BB, if you haven't heard it though, I would go back a little bit to listen, because we went over, I wanted to see who Kayla Day and, sorry, that was TMZ. I wanted to see who Kayla Day and Luke Daly were. And wow, we found out. So let's see, Nancy Guthrie update live. Let's see. So we have it 7 hours ago. Let's see, is there anything less than 7 hours? There is other people that are live right now. So definitely go check that out once we hang up. And then, 17 minutes ago. Hold on. We have one 17 minutes ago. Let me share. Let me share my screen. So I do have an update. I don't know what it is though, because I haven't seen it. It's about the black glove.
4,000 calls just in the last 24 hours. That totals up to about 18,000 calls they've received, potentially trying to assist some of the public in this. And FBI on the ground there is potentially looking into new leads around this. They're canvassing the area, and potentially they could also have found some new information. Fox News on social media talking about a black glove being found along the road near Nancy Guthrie's home. Officers were seen removing the glove from a brush before placing it into a bag, and notably the FBI surveillance showed an individual wearing gloves, a ski mask, a long shirt, and also a backpack. So obviously that could be potentially another breakthrough for all of this. And this comes after someone individual was detained last night. And then earlier on today, TMZ received another email from somebody demanding money, this time claiming it has information about Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper and attempt to contact the victim's children. So very interesting. Let's take out to this. Harvey Levin was on Fox News earlier on today with that.
Oh, so
speaking to that, let's play this out.
They said that he did try to attempt to get in touch with Nancy's children. Wow. So that would be Savannah.
Original letter. You did not receive a second letter where another affiliate did. So by my count, it's 2 letters. And you now report that TMZ has just been sent a third letter. Please explain and describe what you got about 90 minutes ago.
So an hour and a half ago, we got kind of a bizarre letter, an email from somebody who says they know who the kidnapper is, and that they have tried reaching Savannah's sister Annie and Savannah's brother to know.
Do you guys believe any of the ransom stuff? Put a 1 if yes and a 2 if no. Do you believe the ransom stuff? Put a 1 if yes, 2 if no.
Veil. And they...
Casey, just, the video is echoing? Is this old? Why did it say 17 minutes ago? So wait, let's get rid of this. Stop video. Lucy Day. I've been saying your name this whole live, Lucy Day. I'm so glad you're here. Lucy, I remembered the girl's name, Kayla Day, because I remembered Lucy Day. And I'm like, Casey Day, Lucy Day. But you're not Kayla Day. Yeah, they got another one today. People are putting 2s. So I could agree with that, right? Like, there's people out there that, you know, take advantage of all kinds of people. So for me to think that there's not somebody out there that wouldn't take advantage of this is crazy. But at the same time, I do think that, you know, even if and after they find Nancy and whoever did that, like, I feel like they still have to go forward with prosecuting whoever this is. Because if not, what does that say to other people with other crimes? Do you know what I mean? So, you know. You feel like the ransoms are an afterthought. I agree. I do. Lucy, never heard of Kayla Day. Well, Lucy, when we hang up in a minute and go back and listen, because so let me just tell in case anybody wants to know, so that when they go back they're like, who is this? So Kayla Day and what's his name? I just want to get it right. Kayla Day allegedly and Luke Daly allegedly, they were the ones that were allegedly tied to the, what was it, a Range Rover that was taken into custody. But then there's another report saying that there's, and I don't know this to be true, I'm just saying this is what was out there, that there's a connection, like maybe distant cousins with the Kayla, but not like blood related. I don't know. So we need to look into that a little bit more. But, oh my God. So let me just show you guys on our way out. Wait, let me show you this on our way out. I'm going to show this one more time for anybody that just joined, because I think it's worth it. And again, this is just alleged. It's only because the picture's already out there of him. It's everywhere I've seen so far. So what I did was, I had like a few minutes before we went live. So I just put one over the other to see, just to play around, and this is what I got. And again, it doesn't match up exactly, but I also don't know that I have, like, if Jeff H was here, he would be able to tell us. I feel like he is, you know, educated enough in photography, and if anybody else is, please let me know. Oh, you're a sweetheart, Keith. All right, so let's see this and tell me what you think. Oh. Like over here, the eyes don't match up exactly, but I also don't think, if you look over here, it looks like this is part of the mask, which would mean that his face needs to come out more. So I don't know if it's me that I didn't scale it right, or if it's just not matching. But I would love to know what you guys think. Did I send you those pics of the perp? No, they're like all over online. Oh, why? Do you have somebody different, or is it the same? I wonder. So what do you guys think of this? But Lucy Day, this is the guy that Kayla Day has been arrested with in the past. So I think it was in May, but I feel like we've seen their names even before that, so together. But both of them have a very, you know, I mean, I think they're substantial, don't you guys? I would say they're substantial arrest records. You did the same thing and they matched up pretty. Oh, you did, A. Higgins? With this one? With this picture? See, that's why I'm saying, I don't know if it was just because I only had a few minutes, and we all know how, you know, as technically savvy as I am, and sometimes I'm like, but I don't want to say I'm like, whatever, like, it's not me, but I feel like it's only when I go live here I have problems with the internet and stuff. But I feel like, oh, he's the Land Rover owner? Sassy. Wow. A. Higgins did the same thing and it matched up. A. Higgins, you should put yours in Discord. And I should put mine in Discord. That is crazy, you guys. So there was somebody else, you know, also doing this exact same thing because they had the same idea as me. As soon as I saw the picture of him, I was like, wait. And I don't know. I did it with with two other people too that like had been in the past that people were suspecting. I didn't see as much of it as I do here. Wait, I could see right here. I need to go down a little bit. So this, it looks like this eyebrow and this eye are good, and over here, and again, it could just be that it doesn't match. Let me see. Yeah, I think I need to go back and play with it a little bit, because if this is how his eyes were, it would not be comfortable. Oh no. Hold on 1 second, Ava. You know what? You guys were right. I do have really good kids. I swear I do. We ran into a problem tomorrow. You guys remember I ran over a tree. I love you, Ava. Thank you so much. You really are a good kid. She really is. But anyway, Rye runs over the branch, and then we get his car back finally after weeks. And literally, you guys, the day that he gets his car back, I was live. And he came in and was like, "Are you kidding me, Donna?" And I was like, "What?" And his car's back in the shop, another $1,000 deductible. But Ava's the one that's being affected because we keep taking her car, which some people would be like, "Oh, blah, blah." But she spent $2,000 on this car too. I put up 3, she put up 2. So, you know what I mean? I just feel bad. She just got it and we keep borrowing it. So, but if he doesn't take it to work again tomorrow, then I can't go to my cousin's funeral. So I think she knows that that would just be terrible. So she said nothing and just said, "Here's my keys, Mom." That's a good kid. I'm so lucky. I have good kids. I have a good husband. I have good family. I have good people in line. Zach was detained because he owns the car lot that Luke brought the Range Rover from. This is what I wanted to ask A. Higgins before we hang up. So, who's Zach? And I did hear about the car lot. Did Luke buy the car right before or something? Like, what is it about? Because that's not the first time I've heard this today, but I didn't really know what it was, so I didn't really bring it up. But I would like to know. So he owns the car lot, so that's why he was detained. Was that before or after? Because I wonder if that's how they got to them. You're behind. Who is the daily guy? How do I know if you're still behind though? So hopefully if you're moving up. The daily guy is, that's who this is, the picture of. I'll run it again while I tell you who he is. But let me be honest. How would you describe who he is, A. Higgins? It's a suspect that they're looking at. This is the picture of this, like the actual suspect, but this is a picture of him. There's no allegation here. It's just, this is the latest person that they say could be. So I just did the superimpose of the face, but mine doesn't even line up as good as I would have wanted it to be. But you could also see out here that I'm not the best at this. Well, not that I'm not the best at this. I take that back. I didn't have enough time to, I think I needed to make this bigger. You could see here, like his neck comes out a little bit further, his shoulder. And again, I don't even know if it's this guy. But I think I could have, if I had more time, done at least a better job here. But I do think, I don't remember the other two that I did this with over the past few weeks that have come up. I don't remember them aligning up as good. However, the one was real close. The band one, that one's really close. Did anybody see that one? It was like the left side. I was on DT, and DT was talking about how there was like talk of the guy on the right, on the other side of, what's his name, Tomas, or Tommaso. And I was like, look to the guy to the left. And his look pretty similar too. So I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what the connections are. There are no connections at this point. The connection could just be, let's be honest, the connection can be Ruggs, right? Not that there's any connection to Nancy, but the connection may be trying to support a habit. And I don't know this to be true, but we just looked up court records of him and her. So it's him, but it's also, I don't know if it's his girlfriend, female friend, whatever, they go by, but Kayla Day. And we just found that not only do they both have pretty lengthy rap sheets, but their rug history goes back at least 11 years. And that's the first time she was arrested for it, or he was arrested. So, how much did it go on before they get arrested? So what year did it really start? We don't know. But at least 2014. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Oh wait, what's this? Luke also has a tattoo down his forearm. Zach, however, no tattoo. Why? What's the tattoo about? Do we know that there's a tattoo? See, I don't want to spread false info. I can understand why they thought so, because his eyes and the bridge of his nose, but once you look at the lips, you'll see it isn't him. This one, Truth? That's what I'm saying. His eyes didn't really match up. The suspects. Now, this is the other thing, Truth. In this picture here, he has that light in his mouth. So remember, he could be like biting down or trying to hold the light from falling out of his mouth. Somebody mentioned way earlier. Wait, what's this? Where did you find confirmation? I didn't. That's what I'm saying, A. Higgins. Oh, wait. A. Higgins said that there's confirmation. I heard that there could be a relation, but I don't know where I could find that at. There's no proof yet of anything. I guess that's the truth. There's no proof. A lot of this is speculation. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Either way, the only thing that's going to be able to tell is genetics and DNA. But I do think the good news is, I do believe that because they have the DNA profile, that they'll be able to put it in some form of family DNA type thing to at least get them to, you know, down the right path maybe. I don't know, but it was used in Koberger's and it found him, so why can't it be used here? You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping that that's what they're doing right now as we speak, and that it's just a matter of hours before we see it on.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, thank you for the sub. I'm so excited. Thank you, redheaded. We're redheaded sisters over here. So you saw it without it when he got up real close to it. Wait, what did you say? I'm going to have to go back and look. Oh, you understand that's a bite light. Yeah, the bite light. So I'm saying, Truth, could his mouth be shaped different? Because in one picture he's biting on the bite light and the other one he's not. And again, I hope that it's none of these people, right? So I'm not trying to fit him. I'm just saying, like, because you said the mouth, could that be something to look at? I don't know. Extreme eventful 4-day weekend. Oh, good, Case. Can you believe the college I worked for today still had school? I still had school today, like work. But the university I work for did not. So that's why I was able to go live earlier. Usually I'd be teaching, but we had off there today. But not the first one, so I had to work the whole day there first. They were like, psych, you have to go to school. She didn't say she had confirmation, but said the woman's specific relation to Nancy in her comments. So I was asking if, gotcha. Yeah, but you guys, if somebody does find a confirmation of any of these things, we should put it on. Let me tell you this. So, Cuff You does an amazing job at our Discord, and so does all the, Explore Core I know helps over there. Harlot, a lot of people do. I'm so appreciative of all of you. If you put the stuff over there, then if there is something that's like, oh my God, you need to see this right now, like not after work, one of the mods can just text me and be like, look at this real quick, or like send me a link. I'd rather them send me a link so I could just click on it. But so if there is something that I don't see, hopefully we can figure out how I can get to see it like right away and not wait till later. So again, and part of that, the way you'll do that is to go over to our Discord. You don't have to be a member. Anybody could join. And we have an amazing Discord, you guys. You have to see the Discord that Cuff You put together. We have cases, all the cases that you're interested in. And if there's a case that's not there that you're interested in, literally all you have to do is bring it up to the group. And I've never seen anybody say like, oh, I'm not like, so, and Cuff You will have a whole thing done by the next day. Boom, done. Amazing. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much to my mods. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you to everybody that showed up today. Thank you for all the people that supported me through super stickers, super chats, memberships. I remember every single one of you. I promise I do. I am so happy. Cuff You just tipped $5 through super chat. Oh, put anything you would like. Oh, in the staging channel, summary of what is pertinent. I love you, Cuff You. You're awesome. Thank you, Cuff You. That was so generous of you. You didn't have to do that. Cuff You does rock Discord. Yes, thank you, everyone. Hopefully I'll see you probably, well, I don't know. Let's see how tomorrow goes. I have my cousin's funeral. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll definitely see you Wednesday, because Thursday I work from home. So it's just us. yes, head over to my Discord. And thank you again so much. And thank you all for welcoming my brother. That was really cool of him. That he came over too tonight. All right, you guys. I love you all. And I will see you all either tomorrow or the next day. I love you guys.